Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Cha Cha Mystique, and you now tune into Live at Radio. Today, we're going to have an incredible interview with the notorious Bullets Gotti. Definitely in the building. It's going to be amazing. And hopefully, I'll get to answer all the questions that you may have. Now, as we all know, Bullets Gotti has definitely been running rapid on Clubhouse, and it seems like a constant war with a lot of people, from Wack 100 to Big Chuck to P from Unstricken Mentality, and even Corey King. The situation behind that, this for a long time, ever since I became on Clubhouse, I seen that he had great relationships with some of these people, but it all went left. And as of recently, he even had his mom step into the Clubhouse streets to give her testimony in defense of her son and everything that's going on. So I'm gonna be asking him a lot of those questions, a lot of questions that it seems like never gets answered when people go on Clubhouse and try to have an interview with him. It always seems to never get answered. It always seems to go left. Now I'm providing him with the space and opportunity to really get those answers out, and things like that, so we can see what's really happening with Bullets Gotti. Is it really hate? Is everybody hating on him? Is it both? Is it a conflict of interest? What are turning these relationships sour, especially the new his right hand man Roski? Everybody know Roski has been basically Bullet's right hand man. I do believe there was a situation before, but then now again with this leaked tape, so to speak. So we're gonna see what happened with that relationship as well. Why it went left, and did he actually pull up? I kind of heard that he pulled up on Roski, so I kind of want to know what happened with that. But anywho, we know he's viral, constantly stays in these YouTube streets, constantly beefing with your favorite other YouTubers. So we're gonna see what happened with those relationships, why they ended up like that, and how we're gonna move forward. And with that being said, please stay tuned for our disclaimers and other videos, and we be right back with it. Let's get it. Disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. So strikers, no strike me. Yes, don't strike me, strikers. And I will be using some of you guys' footage as a point of reference of what we'll be talking about. And I will be definitely doing my due diligence on shouting you guys out. So salute to everybody on all you dope YouTube content creators. But Bullets Gotti is definitely in the building. We're about to pull him up right now and get this conversation definitely going. Yes.
Oh, how you doing, Sha?
Yes, Bullets. What's up? Yeah, I wanted to see you. Don't put that logo up. I want to see your face, my dude.
How you doing? How you doing, Sha?
I'm okay. I'm okay. So it's definitely a lot to talk about, and I just want to salute you and thank you for
Oh,
even.
thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you, Sha.
I want to thank you for coming on my show and
Oh, no
let
problem.
Yeah, because it's a lot that's been going on with you. You
Uh-huh.
definitely having a viral moment right now, and I know there's some new risque merch and everything like that. And we're gonna get to all of that. But first and foremost, I kind of want to get a little background of you. So I kind of want to know where you from and what made you start out as a YouTube sensation or
Oh,
someone who's in the journalist arena as far as YouTube and other audio apps.
okay. Well, I'm Bullets Gotti. I'm from Brooklyn. You know, what made me become a YouTube content creator? I'm gonna be honest. I met a dude by the name of Chris Kidd who brought me to YouTube in 2018. I was on his podcast, and it happened. You know how a lot of times things happen for a reason, but you don't know why it happens. So mysteriously, people liked it. My personality. I was going there for an interview, just like how we doing right now. And then I became a regular on the platform, and then people was like, keep having me come on. What really blew me up on YouTube was talking about Poe. I'm not gonna lie. I made a video about Poe. He went to the Apollo Theater, and it was during I think October, around October, November sometime. And Teddy Riley was at the Apollo, and he was on stage with Teddy Riley. So that what made me actually helped in my channel and got me to 1,000 subscribers. So I always say, it be those type of moments when you don't really, this is really not your calling, but sometimes it really do be your calling. And YouTube became my calling. My first love was music. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, and well, shout out to Alpo. We about to approach his 1 year anniversary of
Yeah,
his unfortunate demise. For those that don't know, he passed away October 31st on Halloween
yeah.
and was slain in Harlem. I think I'm gonna do something special for that for him. And it seems like he caters to a lot of people's careers when they start talking about him on YouTube. They enter
Yeah.
that special sweet spot of algorithm and blow up from there.
Hey, Cha, I want to say this, Cha.
Go ahead.
Poe helped out a lot of people. That's why I say, like, and Poe is not a rapper. Poe is just a dude that was hustling, and his stories helped a lot of people in the algorithm. You talk about Poe today or tomorrow, you will have 1 million views. You will have a 500,000 views. You will go viral. You're not going to do a little bit of numbers. You're going to do a lot of numbers. So he just got that magic touch. I'm going to be honest. He got that Midas touch that nobody can take that away from Poe, and RIP to Poe.
Yes, definitely. R.I.P. to Poe. And, I just wanted to take a moment of that because you did say it. But see, one thing about people is they may mention him and then they be gone the next day. They can't keep up with the content after that. So what it was about you after you hit that sweet spot in the algorithm
Mm-hmm.
that you was able to explore other avenues and keep your momentum.
Or, I know that a lot of the people that follow my channel, they were mostly fans of hip hop and also street culture. So I was able to dab into the hip hop in New York City and the street culture in New York City. And that's what really helped in my platform because I was talking about all the rappers and the street dudes from back in the days and now. And that's what really helped my channel. And I think a lot of times as content creators, we can't focus on one person. That's why if you look at King Erna and a lot of these other guys, they focus on Poe so much that their platform became stagnant and they couldn't get back to where they started at. And a lot of their platforms went down. I'm gonna keep it real, child. I lost 2 channels. This is my 3rd channel, and I'm gonna be honest. It was a slow grind. It took a long time. And I'm gonna be honest. If it wasn't for me going on Clubhouse, which I was hesitant to go on the app, I'm gonna be honest. Child, my people was telling me go on, go on, go on, and I had a bunch of invites. But what really made me go on the app is that I saw it was a lane there, and I was able to trick the algorithm by talking about different topics and bringing different type of avenues of conversations, because you can't just be one dimensional. You have to know how to have various topics and talk about various things. So if I want to talk about relationships, I can talk about relationships on my channel. Even in my Clubhouse room, I want to talk about hip hop, we can talk about hip hop. Conscious, we can talk about conscious stuff. It's all about having different type of content, and that's what people like. If you just got one particular content, you're not gonna go nowhere. It's just keeping it real, child.
Yeah. So, but there's a word around, and you're doing a great job on Clubhouse, but it seems like you get a lot of trouble on Clubhouse as well.
Yeah.
And I heard somewhere where it started off as you trolling. So, can
Yeah.
you give the history behind that? Did it start
Okay.
off as genuine journalism, or did it start off just trolling other clubs and other rooms or people?
Okay, so when I first came on the app, right, I came on Clubhouse March 16th, 2021. When I first came on, a lot of the rooms that we have now wasn't really on the app. So the only room that's like an original room that was there was the I think it's Millionaire Mindset. Millionaire, I think it's that room, Millionaire Mindset, um Games Rule, the Arcade, and 1%. I would just go in the rooms and just listen, not really have any conversations, because I didn't really know how to work my way around the app. I knew how to raise my hand, but I just didn't know how to work my way around the app. So I came back on the app in September, and they were talking about 6ix9ine, and that's when I found myself in Trolls Nation, which was the first room that I saw where they had Wack in there, and I was there when Wack first came on the app with 6ix9ine, but in that room they had everybody, new people that I didn't know, and some people I did know from YouTube. So I went and I started making my ways around the app just like that, and then like you said, Chop, I became a little trolling. Yeah, the little trolling thing happened. Sometimes you gotta, do a little things to shake up the room. So I did shake up the room. But when I first came on Clubhouse, I really didn't know how to maneuver around the app so much. And I didn't even know how to create a club. Big Chuck, who created Gotti Gang for me, he created that room, and that was my room. But I never opened a room until one time I opened a room, and I think it was about Myson. Yeah, it was about Myson, and a lot of people came in the room. Hassan came, and that room helped me, and I brought other traffic with other content we talked about. And then I started to learn to turn the replays on, because people was telling me you had your replays off. I was like, you got to turn your replays on. So I started turning my replays on, and I started knowing how to work the app more. But before then, child, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know how to work the app. I'm gonna be honest, I was a I stood out, but it was a teaching moment, and one thing I like about the app, what I liked at the beginning, and I don't like it so much because the flagging thing make make you not like the app so much. But when I first got on the app, what I liked about it is you get various different conversations. You have rooms where you can talk about hip hop. You got conscious rooms. You got rooms that people troll. You got all type of different rooms. And I always thought the app, without the trolling, without the beefing, because a lot of beefing on the app now and the blocking, it's becoming corny. When people start blocking people and start stopping them from maneuvering the hallways, and now you don't have any traffic over there, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying, child? Because you want people to come in these rooms. Like they had a room with the game was they was doing a listening party for the game album. A lot of people's blocked. So if you blocking the majority of the app, you won't have the people that will participate to listen to the album. People got to understand you can't do that. When you start blocking people, you start slowing down your algorithm. And that's one thing I don't like about Clubhouse is the blocking. YouTube, you don't deal with that. But in Clubhouse, it's a lot of blocking, and they throwing people off the app where they have to create new accounts. That's the only thing I have a problem with on Clubhouse.
Yes. So coming from one of the trolls that you started your scene to make up that noise, you feel like trolling people took trolling to a next level, and I kind of witnessed that too, like
Mhm.
with the doxing,
Mhm.
different things like that, and
Mhm.
the game listening party that was in Wack 100's room. I was
Mhm.
I was there, and I myself got into it with Wack 100, but
Mhm.
a lot of it came because of you, my support and love that I have for you. I try to stay away from
I know.
like the beef and thing. I stay on mute to that, as you can
Mhm.
see. But for
Yeah.
some reason, people still get hit in the crossfire
Mhm.
and things like that. But we're gonna definitely get into that. Kind of still want
Mhm.
to be in order with this conversation.
Mhm.
So you started off trolling, and you did give big ups to Big Chuck.
Mhm.
But is it true that he started the Gotti Gang Club? Like, how did that start? Did he
Oh,
talk to you about doing it? Giving you your legs and how you do it? Was he a major contributing
yeah.
factor in helping you organize your club on Clubhouse?
He opened the room. I'll give him that. Because at the time I was an admin, and then he put me down as a leader in the Death of the Clout Chaser room, and he opened the room for me because it was tension in his room with some of the people that was following his room. So he opened up the Gotti Gang room, and at the time I didn't know how to do, the app. I didn't know the app like that with controlling the club. So at the time, he was still leader of the club and everything was cool. I didn't get any, I didn't have any problems until people were booming the room, and then the whole people taking over the club and stuff, and then the situation with me and him over the Jeezy Miyake thing, because I took Jeezy Miyake's side. But I just felt like if you started your career on Clubhouse by recording rooms, you can't be mad at the next man. I feel like if anybody comes on a platform and does the same thing that gave you a foot start, I can't hate on them. That's why, like, my room, I told people you can record in my room. I don't have no problem, because I don't really know how to do the screen recording thing, through the Clubhouse app. So I told everybody, if y'all want to record in my room, y'all can record in my room. Y'all can use my content. I don't mind. That's why I like to see other people's channels grow and do that. I told Eben Films that, when Poster used to come in my room, I said, Eben, you could record in my room. I even told you that, child. Like, when you came in my room when the game in there, I said,
Yeah,
you
that's when
could
the
record.
game was there. Yeah.
Yeah. I tell anybody that if you want to come in my room, you can record my content, because I don't have a problem with that. But a lot of times, other people, they may have a problem with it for whatever reason, because they feel somebody's getting paid and they not. But I feel like, it's not about the money with me. You know what I'm saying? As long as I provide the great content, it's never been about the money with me, child.
Yeah, and I kind of understand both sides of it, because as a
Mhm.
content creator myself, even though you gave me permission to do the game part, but I was a contributor as well. I was there
Yeah.
asking questions, and that's why I
Mhm.
felt like I didn't feel like guilty. I felt like sometimes it could be overboard, because you're
Mhm.
not producing anything. You just sitting on the stage and
Mhm.
eating off somebody else's hard work, because people don't understand what it takes to actually hound somebody, get somebody on your
Oh,
platform, get somebody to even think of you
oh,
highly enough to even
yeah.
want to be there, especially someone such as the game and things like that.
Yeah, I
So
agree.
yeah, so I sometimes that's why Chuck said the same thing to me too, because I was there when he had Math Hoff and things like that. And he was like, "Why you
Mhm.
don't put it on your thing?" And I'm like, it just doesn't feel like it's me, like I'm taking advantage of the situation as opposed to actually earning it. So,
Mhm.
if I do put somebody's content on my thing, I make sure that I'm a contributing force. Like I was up there asking quality questions as well, and
Mhm.
then probably throw you a bone too, because
Mhm.
you provided me hospitality in your club. I feel like
Yeah.
that's only right. I think
Yeah.
everything else is you just cheating the game. So
Mhm.
moving forward,
Mhm.
we still on Chuck and with the Gotti Gang situation.
Mhm.
Um, it's to my understanding that under that, right, you were trolling people, because you did admit you was trolling. Did that
Yeah.
start the friction between you and Chuck? because he probably didn't agree with you trolling or the type of people you were trolling. So what was that? Because it seemed like y'all was the best
Well,
friends, y'all was helping each other's career.
mm,
When did it go south?
like I told you, me and a few of the people on his platform, we we didn't we didn't get well too good. A lot of the guys, Ghost Man and a few others, they just, they felt their way and they had their opinions about me. But what really went sour was the what I was talking about with the Cheesy Miyake situation. And that's when, I lost my rights of the group. And, I said it is what it is. I don't let nothing, I don't let one monkey stop the show. I continue to do what I did, and I moved my platform to Gotti Gang 4.0. And we did well over there. We brought the game to Gotti Gang 4.0. I did my Lost Boys with Lost Boys interview, which was good on the Gotti Gang 4.0. And then same thing happened with Gotti Gang 1, happened with Gotti Gang 4.0. It got taken over, but
Yeah, let's talk about that for a minute, because I
mm,
even got on you and was like, why you keep modding everybody and their mother? Like,
mm,
and then not only mod them, but give them access to be your administrators and different things like that.
yeah,
Why you keep doing that? Because you got a few clubs taken away from you. So
yeah.
who were these people that you felt obliged to give them that status, that moderation status, or give them that much power to have that much control over your
or
club?
or with the Gotti Gang 4.0 situation, because I'm gonna explain this. The first My first club, which was Gotti Gang the one, it did get taken over, but what happened was my account had got clipped. When I got my account back, I was able to remove everybody. Um, the Gotti Gang 4.0 club, if I had my main account, my Bullets Gotti account, I could get that club back, but because my account is still suspended, I can't get the club back. So I charged to the game. But that was my fault. I thought I could trust my moderator, who at the time was Josiah and Jess and a couple other moderators that I had, admins I had. And I thought that, it wasn't gonna go the way it went. But they took over the club, and, they gave it to PTK, and it got overtaken. But the good part about everything, though, Cha, is that I had Gotti Gang 5.0, and that hasn't been. I'm happy that that club hasn't been taken. That we've been going strong. We have 4.1K members, and I haven't been on the app, so the group has been going strong, and I'm happy about that. Even though that I lost a lot of people that was supporting, and they went to the other platforms, and that's cool. Because I also want to talk about, how they shadow ban me off the app. So I want to talk about that too. But I take blame for losing my Gotti Gang platform and my Gotti Gang 4.0, but it's all good, because one thing about me, when you have a following and you got loyal people that's gonna follow you, no matter what you lose. And I learned this even from YouTube. I lost 2 channels, and this is my third channel, and my people came back to me, and now I'm at 9,000 subs. I'm about to be at 10,000. So, once you have people that's loyal to you,
Congratulations.
thank you, Cha. One thing, when you have people loyal to you, they're going to continue to follow you when you bring out great quality content. But when your people is not loyal to you, then people just stop following you. People gonna always be loyal when they're dead, So I always respect the loyalty that the people have for me.
Yes. And shout out to everybody that's in the room right now. I see the numbers going up. Can
Yeah.
you please like, share, comment,
Like, share.
share it to your social media, share it in the YouTube hallway so we can get more people definitely watching this. This is the exclusive. You're not going to hear it like this on Clubhouse. You're not going to hear it like this on Clubhouse.
Hmm.
Those that are familiar with Clubhouse, we know we either get interjected, the trolling is going to be back and forth. So we're gonna have a calm conversation and really get the truth out of
Hmm.
Gotti. And not only that, you feel free. I'm on Clubhouse right now. For those that I'm on Clubhouse, so if you want, you can ask your questions when you come up in here, and I'm also taking questions on the side. But we definitely going to be going in order of the situation. So okay, so moving forward with Chuck, you at odds with Chuck, but for me, I feel like it's not like a real beef like how you got with some other people.
No,
And
no, no. It's not real. It's not a real beef.
yeah,
It's
okay.
not a real beef.
Yeah, because I got four sons, right? And when I hear y'all two go at it, that's what I hear. Like I don't hear y'all really hate each other or different things like that. And I even invited him, so hopefully he'll come up during this time that we're talking. But even if he comes later on, I still let him rock with you and
Okay.
shit like that. But yeah, so you saying it's not real, but y'all still do bump heads with each other.
Yeah, we're gonna have different disagreements. That's just what it is. I don't have no ill will feelings for him. Actually, even with his situation with Wack, I feel that's kind of bad. I feel like the people that Chuck associate himself with is hurting his brand. Because sometimes you got to look at who's your company, because I see that the people he had
You
on
want
his
to put a
platform.
headshot on it?
Yeah. I see the people that was on his platform that were moderators is now moderators on the 100 ENT stage. But that's what happens when you're loyal to the people that weren't loyal to you in the beginning. I always tell people, you have to know your people, your fan base. Like when I came on Clubhouse, I brought my following from YouTube, and I had my following on Clubhouse. So it's always great to have even a following from Clubhouse, but you also got to bring your following from YouTube, because your people gonna follow you wherever you go. And that's one thing I always promoted, my people to follow me everywhere.
Yes, and that's very important, and I did see a lot of, shit that was happening with Chuck and everything. And, ultimately I hope that y'all could work it out, because on some real shit, even with this recent scandal of yours, and we're gonna get to that with Roski. He was actually defending you in Unstricken Mentality.
I heard. I
Yeah, shout
heard.
out to Unstricken Mentality, because anybody that I mentioned, I will give y'all a shout out, you know what I'm saying, because I know how important that is for your brands, good, bad, or ugly, no matter what the standing is.
Mm-hmm.
So even with that, he questioned Roski and was like, Roski, you did this before. Like, how do we know you lying now? And from somebody outside looking in, even though y'all having drama with each other, he's the only one who was actually civil to the conversation and was in your defense. So
Mm-hmm.
what do you say to that?
I'm gonna keep it real. I respected that on his point. I respected that he even said that was respectable. See, I don't. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a Cancer, so one thing about me, I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I always respect when a person give me credit. I'm not petty. I give them credit right back. But sometimes it takes me a long time and a hard time to get out of my shell to give people my trust. That's one thing about me. So, I just felt like it didn't have to go the way it went. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if Chuck would have defended me more in the app, and I'm gonna be honest with you, Shot. Like when I lost my first account, I didn't know that Clubhouse they would go in rooms, lock in rooms, and mass report you. Until people was telling me, they like, yo, they mass reported you. So I would go in rooms and they would just mass report me for no reason, which I didn't understand. Like when I did my game, after my game interview, child, I'm in the room, I'm in the Matrix room. I'm sitting there having a conversation about relationships. And next thing I know, I hear silence. My account get clipped. And I'm like, wait a minute, but we talking about relationships. I just did the game room and my account gets clipped. And it's like it to me, it didn't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm in my own lane, shop. I never did any hate whack rooms. That was never my thing. That was never my forte because at the end of the day, I got content. I could talk about other things besides a Wack 100. You know, I could talk about music. I could talk about everything. You know, I don't. That's not my content. If you look, people look at my YouTube channel, you'll see that's not my content. I don't feel like you have to eat off of one man. You know, you can eat off tons of different content. People want to hear about different type of topics. You know, people want to hear different type of stories. So when the people came on Clubhouse and they target my channel, it just didn't make it didn't make no sense to mass report somebody.
Yes, and I'm glad you there, and I think I was there with you. And shout out to
Mm-hmm.
Demetric Studios,
Yeah.
another club on Clubhouse, and not knowing Demetric Studios is actually a platform,
Mm-hmm.
actually Live at Radio originates from using Demetric studios to produce shows. So if you look at some
Mm-hmm.
of my earlier interviews, you will see that I am in the Matrix Studios, and I follow them around the city every time they change arenas. So I just want to give a major shout out to DWI and everybody who is still broadcasting through the Matrix Studios, and I will forever be a part of that family. That's definitely Live at Radio history. So moving forward, I know you was just talking about Wack 100. Now, when I came to Clubhouse,
Mm-hmm.
which we would be approaching a year, October 19th of last year. That's when I
Mm-hmm.
first got to Clubhouse. You and Wack was cool with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is like the fourth time you brought up the game interview, which Wack 100 did bring to the Gotti Gang
Mm-hmm.
club and things like that. So, and then you mentioned him at the beginning. What went left with that situation? Because you was
Oh,
going to the Wack 100
mm-hmm.
stages and vice versa. He was coming to you guys as
Yeah.
well as CEO Reek. So what went
Mm-hmm.
left with that situation that now you're at odds with each other? Because on some real shit, that's the reason why me and him is at odds with each other,
Yeah.
because they felt like I was supporting you too much. But
Yeah.
I'm like, Gotta Gang is one of the only rooms, the first rooms that I was visiting outside
Yes.
of Hocus for a Fifth.
And we had
It
some
was
great
Gotta Gang.
conversations, and I love conversating with you, child.
Yes, like we have amazing, so I don't want to stop doing that, even though, but anyway, what happened between you and Wack 100? And please be elaborate.
Okay, you know, me and Wack was cool. I didn't have a problem with Wack. The only problem I had with Wack was the whole situation with him and Hassan when they had the 6ix9ine interview with academics. And I called it out. I didn't like that, 24 hours after the interview, they doing a room where Reek is dragging Hassan, and then Chuck does a room dragging Hassan. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. This is 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? Why would you drag this man? This man shook your hand. This man came and met you for the first time. That's the first time he ever met you. You know, you could tell, it was genuine love. So I just didn't understand why was the dragon session against Hassan. And one thing about me, I'm big on loyalty, child. Like I'm big on loyalty. Loyalty is everything with me. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I always tell people, I always feel like if a person could drag you when they shake your hand and then 24 hours they come for you, I just can't feel that. And I came to Wack's defense before, the whole fallout with him and Hassan on Clubhouse. He asked me to come in the room because people were saying that he paid me money on Cash Apps, which I never got paid from Wack 100. And I had to come in there and clarify that. So for them to do that room to drag him, all I told Wack was to call the man out, call him on the phone. Don't do this on Clubhouse. You met this man, and you got this man number. Call him on the phone. This is a small petty thing, but they dragged the situation, dragged it, and then he disrespected me in my Clubhouse. So all bets was off. And then when I played the audio, that's what I think what really got him mad is that I played the audio with him on the phone with Hassan in my Clubhouse room, which J Rock came in my room. That's what really got him angry, child. That's what really got him mad, and that's what made him been on a like anti-Bullets Gotti campaign. Like, we gotta block this guy, mass report him, get him off the app, and that's what they did. They successfully did it, which I thought was type corny because I didn't do that to them. I didn't mass report them. These guys that we could have a conversation, but they got to keep up their bravado. They got to keep up the tough guy image to keep the going, to keep the beef going, keep the drama going. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, I gave good content. I played the content, and people wanted to hear the audio, and I played it in my room, which that room went viral. That was in the Gotti Gang 5.0 where it went viral, where J Rock came in there, and that also was a world star moment, chop. Like, a lot of people don't know, I had a lot of world star moments on Clubhouse, and look, a lot of times it's by default. It's not my fault. Like 50 Cent was talking about, the game, talking about Wack said that the game wrote "What Up Gangster." That is a viral moment all over the internet. So a lot of times people just gotta understand it be by default sometimes that these things happen.
Yes. And a lot of things came out, and actually I was there for when Wack 100 and Hassan Campbell, and that was on Death for the Clout Chasers.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a real serious conversation between those two, and it just went left. Too bad went left. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it was a lot. And you did come to his defense, and you came to a lot of his defense. Do you feel like some of the beef that you have is because you have a relationship with Hassan Campbell? And what is
Mm-hmm.
that like in real life? Do y'all just fuck with each other virtually, or do y'all know each other in real life? Do y'all hang out, things like that?
No, we have a good relationship, behind the scenes relationship. You know what I'm saying? Me and Hassan gonna be doing something, like as soon as he come back from his vacation, we gonna be doing something. So it's a real good relationship, and we know the same people. So it's like it's like a catch-20. It's like what they call it, 6 degrees of separation. So it's like a 6 degrees separation situation, and he's a good dude. His song is one of those platforms that who got a big platform that co-sign me. He didn't have to co-sign me. You know what I mean, Cha? And I'm always appreciative of him. Like when I call him, he pulls up. Like when I called him to Clubhouse when he was in Dummy Boy Nation, when Wack asked for Hassan, and I said I could call him, and that's when he went at Mama Duck and the whole Mama Duck situation. I called him, and that, and that's why I always say, like, if I call him, he's gonna pull up. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times people don't understand, it's how you have a good rapport with somebody. And a lot of times loyalty, being loyal to somebody sometimes can have people hate you for that, because a lot of people just don't like to see a person be loyal to somebody. A lot of people don't like to see somebody that's supporting somebody. When I was going through what I was going through, he supported me. When people was dragging me on the internet, he supported me numerous times. So I always got to tip my hat to him. You know what I'm saying? And he always give me great positive influence. I look at him as a mentor. You know what I'm saying? I don't got that many mentors. So he really a mentor in this game because he really showed me how to really do this. And I watch and I study a lot. So I always believe in that first law in the laws of power. It say never outshine the master. You know what I'm saying? You gotta give your mentor and the people that teach you, that takes you under their tutelage, a lot. You know what I'm saying? Don't bite the hand that feeds you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm very considerate of that.
All right, but would you be able to say that about Wack, because he did bring you game, and
Yeah.
he was able to be on his platform, and he carries a big room, and
No,
even when
no,
he goes to other people's room, he's bringing like at least
no, chop.
200 people. So, wait, let me just get this
Uh-huh.
question out, right? So when y'all had beef with each other, was it at that extent? Because it seemed like, okay, so now y'all have beef, he showed his discontent from you, and then
Mm,
you gave him another sucker punch, and then he gives you one, and then it's like
yeah,
back and forth with each other.
yeah.
Was there ever a moment where you could look back and think, it didn't have to go that far, or I could have responded different with Wack 100?
Um, I didn't have, I'm gonna keep it real. Like I said, child, I didn't have a problem with Wack. I like Wack. I like that Wack pulled up. I never pinged Wack to the room. Wack will come genuinely to my room and pull up. and would be there for hours. You know, the thing that I would say about how I felt, Wack didn't have to disrespect me. All I wanted was him and Hassan to keep the peace. The disrespect didn't have to be there. You know, I didn't have to be called a bitch ass nigga. I'm just trying to keep peace. You know, that's all I wanted to do was keep peace between two black men on this platform. Like I said, Wack came through. He showed me a lot of love. I appreciate that. You know, I'm one thing about me. I've never been a Wack 100 hater. And I told him that in the conversation. I've never had a problem with you. I never been a guy that came on this app and said, "Oh fuck Wack, it's East Coast." I never been like that because I'm a person. I'm a diplomatic person. I could look at a person. I'm a thinker, so I could look at a person and say, you know what, he's good. He's good on a business level. He's good to work with. But when it comes to like you talk about loyalty, you know, it's just business. It's nothing loyal. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like I said, I'm firm on loyalty. Business is one thing, but loyalty is everything. That's all I always been about. So Wack, like I said, I've never had a problem with him. I never had an issue with him. You know what I'm saying? I never been on this hate Wack train until I go on YouTube. Like I'm gonna be honest, Chop. I be on YouTube and I be off the app. I'm listening to videos where they dissing me. Oh, Bullets Gotti this, Bullets Gotti that. I'm like, damn, like, I don't even talk about this man. You know, I don't make no videos about this man. I don't understand why I'm getting dragged every time they have a conversation about somebody else, whether it's Big Chuck or E-Bands or Mika or whoever else they talking about. My name is used. You know, that's what I never understood because I don't talk about Wack every day. I don't make videos about Wack because that's just not me. You know, one thing I will say something about and I will call it out, but I'm not going to drag him because that's not what I'm about.
But you kind of did. You kind of went hit below the belt a little bit,
I did,
talking
I
about
did,
his
I did,
brother.
I
And
did.
but did you feel like, I mean, for some reason you be getting a lot of juicy like you digging in them crates, so to
Yeah,
speak. And he has those type of people on his side too.
mm,
Next thing you know, we know about people's moms, kids,
yeah,
everything, know where they
yeah,
live and stuff like that.
yeah,
So what was the pivotal moment where you had to be like, you know what, F this. I'm really digging in the crates to find
yeah.
out something about you. What was that defining moment? And what did you find? I mean, I know, but I would like for you to explain the
Mm.
ultimate disrespect that you put out on Whack 100 for you.
Um, the ultimate was when he dragged me one time and he said that yeah, nobody listening to Bullets Gotti and this and that. He said something out of the term. It was him and Reek talking about me. And I'm like, you know what? I'm sick of this man. So somebody came in my room and gave me a tip about a situation that happened with his brother in Oklahoma. And I did my research and that, you know, and I'm not gonna lie, you know, one thing about me, the gloves is off when people start talking personal, you know, because Wack is a dirty fighter. He can be a dirty fighter. He can go below the belt and diss people's dead mothers and all that, dead family members. He don't care. So I'm like, I'm gonna hit him with the same type of go below the belt, same way. And I got a phone call. To be honest with you, Chop, I got a phone call with him and Meek on the phone, and he was upset that I did the room about, you know, his brother. But I told him, like, you know, I did the room. I'm not taking it back. I did the room. You know, the same way that y'all did rooms on me and disrespected me, I'm not gonna take it back, you know, because one thing about me, I always believe in eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. You know, if you put something out there about somebody, you got to take the same punishment that you put out there, and that's what it is.
Yeah, and that laugh, the way you were saying it, you you know what she was doing.
Yeah,
And it kind of brought a lot of people in that crossfire, including me.
yeah, I
That's
know,
one of
I
the
know, I
yeah,
know.
that's one of the reasons why me and Wack. I mean, I don't think it's beef, but when we did have our little scuffle, I'm gonna say it, you know,
Mm-hmm.
is
Yeah.
because of Wack. And I mean, even though he got his beef, I mean, it's because of you. And even though he may have his beef with like T Rose, and I fuck with Trolls Nation, so
Mm-hmm.
shout out to them. You know, they got me a PTR.
Mm-hmm.
Big Chuck, I fuck with Death for the Clout Chasers. Shout out to
Yeah.
Death for the
Yeah.
Clout Chasers. But he never mentions them, and he talks shit about them too. It was
Mm-hmm.
always you, and I really felt
Yeah.
like you really struck a nerve with all the wars that he had
Yeah.
on Clubhouse, and we know that there are many. It
Yeah.
seems like you were like the ultimate with him. Is there any way that y'all can reconcile that if the
I don't know.
opportunity came?
I don't know. It's up to him. I don't have a problem with him. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, child, like I bow out. You know, being flagged and being mass reported, I bow out. They ruined my hallway. So it's like it was to the point that
Wasn't he one of them that took your one of the rooms too?
yeah, no,
Okay.
no, no. That wasn't my room, child. That was
Okay.
that was Nurse Nikki room. She created that room with the with Tink. But that was because I threw her out of my clubs. They created that. But that's why I said I had to correct them on that. I'm on vacation. And they like, yeah, we took Bullets Gotti's room. And I'm like, whoa, that's not my room. That's Nurse Nikki and Tink's room. I removed them as admins and they started Gotti Gang 2.0. That's when I started doing Gotti Gang 5.0, 4.0, and all that. But it was because they started branching off different platforms, and you can't just use the name. And people telling me make more rooms, so that's what I did. But far as like with the whole thing, like I bow out, child. I felt like once you flag me, there's no fun in it. Like you can't put out a certain type of energy, and then when somebody gives it right back to you, the first thing you do is mass report. Let's go in this hall. Let's stop him. Let's lock in a private room and let's stop his hallway and let's stop his platform and let's mass report him and get his page and everything. I just didn't like that. You know
Did
what I'm
you
saying? Because,
sound like you was being more clipped and more silenced with the Wack fiasco than
yeah,
anybody else?
yeah,
So
they
you
they
think it was
silenced
him
me.
and his
Yeah,
people?
they silenced me. Because they know I could pull a big audience, just like Wack. I could, like, it's been proven, child. You've been in my room. I could pull the same amount of people that Wack and 100 ENT pulls the same way. Wack know that. Wack knows that I could pull the same audience. I've done it. Child, you've been in my room. I've done rooms without Wack in there that pulled the same amount of numbers and had the same amount of people that 100 ENT had. And I did.
And that's one thing that I can say about you.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, how old are you? Or at least give me a ballpark.
Oh, 27.
And for a 27-year-old, you
Yeah,
are very much knowledgeable of hip
yeah,
hop history,
yeah,
street culture.
yeah,
Like you are one of my favorites to go toe to toe with,
yeah.
and we still got to do our debate. You
Oh yeah,
know.
yeah. I got you, child. I've
Yeah.
been busy, but I got you. We gonna
Yeah,
do it.
and I be speaking to people who be in their 50s, you know,
Yeah,
way older than me, that's supposed to know a lot of stuff or
yeah,
claim to know a lot of stuff, and it is not the same quality of conversation.
yeah.
So I do definitely want to, tip my hat off to you
Thank
about
you.
that, because one thing I can say is you do your homework. You are very knowledgeable of street culture,
Yes,
gangster culture,
yes,
philosophies,
yes,
and as well as music,
yes,
and that's one of my things that I love to do is debate the music, and
yes,
I could go toe to toe with you every day and actually enjoy it.
yeah,
So shout out to you.
yes,
Now you named a few people. You named Mika and Nurse Nikki.
yeah,
And now Mika, she's viral. She's having her own viral moment
yeah,
currently as well,
yeah,
with Wack 100 exposing him and things like that. But it seems like a Nikki or I mean Nurse Nikki, for those that don't know, and even Amika, they started out with either you or Chuck first, and then branch out to like the Wack 100s and things like that until it goes left. So can you explain that? Like, did Nurse Nikki start with you and ended up in the 100 ENT?
yeah. She started with me. Nurse Nikki, Mika. They started with me. They started on my platform. Tank also was on my platform too. Like they and Jess was admin and a moderator on my platform. You know, they started over there. But the thing with Nurse Nikki and Mika is the same issue. You know, ego. Um, Nurse Mika, she came on my platform and everything was cool. You know, she really didn't talk that much. She reset the rooms and all that. Um, her and Cece, who was before her, that was my admin and was my moderator at the time. They had a little situation, and Josiah brought Mika to my platform. You know, from my nation. My nation was also my room. Josiah, I brought him from YouTube to Clubhouse. But Mika started with me. It was good. It was fun. I liked it when Mika was over there. She knew how to reset the rooms. We had great conversations, great dialogue. But the thing about her, she was very petty. And she
Petty like how? Like what were some of the things that she would do?
she had problems with other females on my platform. So she would throw them out the room if she didn't agree with them or she had a problem with them. There'd be a whole argument. She would throw people off the stage. And I got a lot of reports about it. And it was to the point that I had to get on with her and I didn't curse her, but I had to raise my voice at her. And the dudes got mad that I raised my voice at her. And so she started her own room, Cocktails with Mika, you know, but all that Cocktails with Mika, the YouTube channel, I'm the one that told her to start a YouTube channel. You know, I was the one that told her to do that. I was the one that told her that she can do YouTube. She got, you know, she can host a room, but just listen to me because I wanted to guide her to run her channel right, you know, not with the messiness. But she went with Big Chuck, and from Big Chuck, she went with Wack, and rest is history. You know, you see what's going on now. She in a whole scandal with Wack, and you know, Clout Chasers off for that. But all that could have been avoided. Like when I first met her, she didn't even go in Wack's room. She stayed in my room. You know, like my room was the only room she'll go in. And we had the numbers just like Wack and them had. We had the same numbers. We were doing better than Trolls Nation and One ENT. A lot of other rooms on the app. You know, that's why I think a lot of people did what they did. They had to sabotage me and shadow ban me because they know that I could talk about anything and still bring hundreds of people and more, thousands. I could still do that. Great topics and people gonna pull up. But it is what it is.
Okay. Now I want to get to the controversial side of you. We're gonna get to other people as well, like Roski and everything like that. But that's later. I kind of want to do this thing in kind of chronological order.
Yeah.
So one of the things, and I told you it's gonna get sticky. So and I know a lot of people mention this, you know, constantly when they fighting with you on people's stages, right?
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things that people do mention is this situation with your grandmother. They're saying that you pushed her and things like that. And history has it you was on another platform and
Yeah.
your mic was still open
Yeah.
and they heard something in the background. I want to take a brief break to show that clip, and then we're going to get right back, and I'm going to allow you the open stage to explain that situation.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Hold on one second.
Smash out on you and shit. Was she a Capricorn? Sound like it. Is that your grandmother? Oh, Granny's chin checking.
Yes. I did not say that.
Jimmy, I'm knocking your ass out of here. Don't do that. I don't go for that.
Please hit the like. I guess he went on mute. Let's see. Yeah, we can hear your whole conversation, nigga.
So,
hold on. Yeah, so can you hear me?
yeah, I get you, Cha.
Okay, so that was the video.
Yeah.
Of
Clout Diva. That's the girl platform I was on.
hold on, I think I'm getting
You got a feedback in the background, Cha.
yeah, that's what I'm looking for right now. Okay, I found it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's where everybody's getting that information from, and they throw that against you. Now in the video, she does say, you know, don't push me like that or whatever. So can you just give us what happened that day? Like, did you actually push her, or was it like a shove? And what led up to that?
Okay, so I was on the girl platform. Her name is Clout Diva. This was in 2000. This was 2020. This was the summertime. I was on the platform. My grandmother, I was charging her phone, and she was looking for her husband, God rest his soul, for the assessor ride. So what happened was, I was trying to tell her the mic was on. The mic was hot. That's why I was closing the door. I didn't push her. They keep saying I pushed her. I closed the door so they don't hear her, because these people have been taking clips and they've been using it with my family in the background. So if they hear them talking in the background, they use the clip. So I'm like, no, I don't want them to use this for YouTube. Now, as a person, if you have a channel, if somebody got something going on in the background, right? I have people come on my platform all the time, child. I mute their mic if I hear something in the background, because I don't want somebody, like I heard a dude was in the background, him and his wife was fussing. You know what I'm saying? I muted the mic because him and his woman was fussing. You get what I'm saying, child? That's what you're supposed to do as a host. But the girl wanted content. Instead of her saying, you know what, he didn't push his grandmother. That's not what happened. He was trying to tell her that it's recording and he's trying to mute his mic. You know what I'm saying? But they came with this, oh, he pushed his grand. That's lies. You know, that's lies. And even my grandmother said it's lies. You know, made her come and pee in her strictly mentality in a lot of these other rooms to say that didn't happen. But a lot of these people run with the narratives where people say negative about a person that they don't know, child. You know, they don't know. This is just like my uncle came on 10 Toes Down platform and said all type of disparaging things about me. It's like people just go with what anybody has a narrative and they don't like you, they'll say anything, you know.
Yes, and I do want to be fair and play that as well. She did come to Clubhouse and express and actually had some cojones. Well, I kind of want to meet your grandmother, because she was trying to set the record straight. The only thing that I disagree with was how, you know, these dudes who should know better, or at least old enough to know better, how they were disrespectful to your grandmother. Or, you know,
it's not nice, you know.
Yeah,
and she sometimes, you know, she can't help but listen because she walking past my door sometimes. So these dudes be so loud, you can hear them. You know, if I don't have my headphones in, you can hear them. So they be so loud and they say things that's not true. You know, child. And you don't.
So let me play that clip real fast, and then we can get into it. Hold on.
Hey, yo, can we ask your grandmother, did you push her down the steps?
Yeah, give it the mic.
Listen, kiss my ass. Oh, shit.
Yeah, grandma. Yeah, grandma. Yeah, grandma.
You turn shit up for Gotti. You know you can say that.
Yeah, so she definitely pulled up and told all
Yeah.
of them to kiss her ass. That
Yeah.
was very clear
Yeah.
what she was saying. But
Yeah.
why did you feel like you had to bring your grandmother up, or did she just take over? What was
No,
that?
she heard the conversation, you know, and I was sitting at the kitchen table and she heard it. She walked by and she heard it, you know, and it triggered her, you know, because you got people coming on these platforms, grown men, you know, these is men that could be my uncles and pops, you know, and they on here, you know, saying things that's not true, all because of views and clout, and a person has a disagreement with them, or a person, like a lot of these guys, like I was in the room and P unstricted. I didn't have a problem with P. P came in my room. His problem with me was that I had Snow Billy, Wack 100, and Hassan in my room. And I just told him, be respectful to the men that are in my room. Do not disrespect these men if they're not here. Do not disrespect. He didn't listen. So because of that, they started push that knife. And I told them, don't say push that knife. And they got mad about that I threw them out the room. So a lot of these men hold grudges with me for petty reasons, child. It don't even be reasons that I don't understand, because I don't have an issue with nobody. I may have a disagreement. Like I tell people, I have disagreements, but I don't have an issue. I don't wake up on my mind thinking how to destroy somebody. These dudes, these men literally set out their mouths that they want to destroy my platform and destroy me. You know, and that's crazy, child.
Yeah. So, but what did it like how you always do? You go hit below the belt, and one of
Mhm.
the things you did do was post P's child.
Yeah.
So, what was the action that led for you to do that? And you posted his child with a glizzy in his mouth, in so many words.
Oh,
So,
all
what
right.
was that? What led
Okay,
you to
child.
do that?
So what happened was, I had a room and P was in my room. Snow Billy was in my room. P kept on triggering these dudes. So it got to the point that the dudes in my room, they got the pictures. I didn't have the pictures of P kids because I didn't know how P looked. I saw one picture of him, but I didn't know how he looked. They came in the room. They had pictures of P. They had pictures of his family, and they had pictures of his kids. So the dudes in my room, they good with the editing. They good with the editing. They good with the memes. So they created a whole picture where it was glizzies in his kid's mouth. I came in the room. I'm like, oh shit. And then I you know, like everybody else put it on. So he had a problem with that, and he kept saying it was me. I didn't put the picture. The dudes in my room. That's why I keep telling them, if you got a problem, have a problem with the dudes that put the pictures of your kids. Don't have a problem with me, because I didn't. I didn't know how your kids look. I be trying to tell these people, I don't know how their kids look. I don't know. I don't. You guys are not in my mind like that. If somebody brings something to me, information to me, I look at it, and if I want to use it, I use it. But I don't go and think about them every day. No, that's not me. We too old for that, you know.
Yeah, but it became a thing where a lot of people on Clubhouse saying that you didn't just do that to P, you did that to several other people.
Yeah. It was another guy named Dubai. You probably heard him. Named Dubai. He came in my room. Now look, this is what happened. The same thing P did, right? He came in there talking crazy to Snow Billy and everybody else in the room, talking about he gonna pull up. So the dudes in there, they went to his Instagram and they took the picture of him and his son at the restaurant. And they did the same thing. Now I cannot change what these men do. Your threat, this is what I tell people all the time. If you don't want people to get pictures of your family, don't post your Instagram on your bio. I don't post my Instagram on my bio because I know people gonna they did it to me, child. But because they can't go at them because they don't know the names, they always gotta come at me. I can't control grown men. I can only control myself and my actions. You get what I'm saying, child? And I told him, I took the picture down. I said I'm gonna take it down. I talked to the man's son. I put it down. But then he came the next day and was like, oh, I threatened him and made him. No, I did it because I heard a young man on the phone and he asked me nicely, and I did it. Now the other men in my room, they not gonna listen. They're gonna do what they gonna do, child.
Yes, and I totally get that. I just feel like, and this is just not a personal thing to you, I just overall, because I think, children and especially the elderly should be,
Off
out of the
limits.
way. Yeah, they should be off limits when having these type of beefs. I feel like people should leverage their beef to get views and to definitely help with their platform,
Yeah.
because I see how people want the train wreck. When you have those type of train wreck rooms, you have more people in them, but then we'll sit back and be like, why are people the way they are? Because that's what you entertain. You give life to shit like that. So since people give life to things like that, I think more people should leverage that energy and actually help to build their platforms. But I think certain things you just don't do, especially when you are at a particular age in your life. And P, he's like pushing 50 and stuff like that. So I'm not trying to don't do that. I'm not trying to come at him, but it's a fact. And I just feel like it's just certain things you don't do, especially grandmothers. But I get both sides to it. Or me being fair, I get both sides, because people feel like you was talking about their kids, so fuck everything else you talking about is like a disrespect to you. Is there a resolution with that though?
I don't have a problem. I've been in P's room and I gave an olive branch to the dude. Like, cause I don't have a problem with him. But when I come in his room, I get disrespected, I get thrown out, because a lot of these dudes, they hold grudges. For what reason? I'm not emotionally invested on the online beefs like a lot of these guys is. You know what I'm saying? We dealing with real life things in this world right now, child. You know what I'm saying? The world is becoming a darker place. I'm looking at this hurricane in Florida, you know what I'm saying, and seeing what's going on in the world. We got a lot of real severe things going on, and people is wasting their time beefing. You know what I'm saying? I wish that it could be different, but like they said, drama and controversy sells all the time. So there's not going to be peace with people, because people don't understand the language peace. They only understand the language war and drama. So that's why you will get drama and war from these people, because that's the only thing they'll go by. And it is what it is. I can't change nobody, and nobody can't change me. People are stuck in their ways. That's why I always tell people, I would rather try to help the youth than help a grown adult, because a grown adult is stuck in his ways. He's never going to change. Same with a woman. They're never going to change. They're going to be stuck in their ways forever till the day they die.
Not
It is
too
what it
much
is.
on women. Not too much.
No. But you know what I mean, Sha. I'm
Yeah,
not.
I
I'm
know
not
what you mean. I'm talking my shit, but
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up, because recently, with the current viral moment that you are having right now,
Yeah.
it was an unstricken mentality where Roski came up there
Yeah.
and exposed the fact that you was with a TranzAm. I don't really want to say the name, because I don't want the show to be shadow banned, but someone of a member of the rainbow community, if you know what I'm saying. So I want to go into another clip where we can actually hear the audio, if you don't mind, and then we could go back and discuss what happened. And Pete, also your mom came to his stage and was cursing them out, and we're going to talk about that. But let's go to the video, and we'll be right back, you guys.
Okay.
I want you to fuck it real good. I'm gonna suck it real good. Yes. You wanna fuck it real good for me? Yes, baby. You sure? Yes. And I'm gonna put it in your ass after that. Okay. Yeah? Yeah. You taking yourself off now? Yes, baby. Go faster. Go faster. I'll fuck the shit out you with that dildo. I can't wait. I want you to come. You gonna come? Yes, I wanna come. You gonna about sucking that dick. I want you to come. Go faster. I love you so much. Go faster. Say my name when you come to me. You can suck it right now. Right? Yes. Just faster, baby. Say his name, baby. And he's fucking you right now. Say his name, baby. Mike. Go faster, baby. Say his name. Mike. Say his name, baby. Mike. Yes. Damn, baby. Go faster, baby. Come on, I need to come for it. I need to come for me. Right. I need to come for me. Right. I need to come for me. She's stuck in my foot, baby. She's stuck in my foot. And I feel it in your mouth. Suck your finger now. Suck that finger. Suck it. I feel it. Suck it. Let me hear it. I want to hear you suck my finger. Suck it harder. Yeah, say his name, baby. Right. I took the finger. Right. Right. Go faster, let me know when you're coming, baby. Already come. Already come, baby. Hassan. Already said it's coming. Hassan. You said it's coming? Yeah. Damn me. Going crazy. Yeah? Yeah. I love you. Why you got me open? I want my tranny trying to suck the shit out of me. I want to fuck the shit out of you. Yeah, that's what I want. I need some nice outfits. You need to give me some money so I can buy some nice outfits. I don't know what you want. I'm go daddy. Alright. Hmm? So I got you. I'll tell you what I want. Okay. So when you want to do that, baby? So. Yeah? Can we take care of stuff? What you want to take care of? Hey, I gotta do a couple. Move around, do some shit. So, this week.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
I had to change up my background, child. And put
Yeah, I like it. I think
the
this
green
is
screen,
better
right?
for all people who do
Yeah.
content. So
I
yeah,
saw yours. I'm like, wait a minute, I got to do the same thing. Child got green
yeah,
screen in the back. I like that.
yeah. So shout out to Gotti Gang. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm a part of Gotti Gang, and I'm happy about that.
Yes.
But, okay, so that video was kind of damning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what's even worse about it was your right hand man Roski.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So what is that about? What happened between you and Roski to make him want to do this? And not only do this, but not saying P is an op, but he's definitely an op to you. So
Yes.
what made him come to your op and expose you like this?
Jealousy. Basically, I helped this guy out, right? He came on my platform in 2020, right? I was doing things by myself. I brought him in, me and him. At first, when I first met him, I met him through my big cousin, who's now incarcerated now. He was doing music. He was managing my cousin. And me and him built a good rapport. We established a good relationship. And he was doing things the right way. He was getting us interviews. We were doing content. We interviewed Sean Branch. We had Shaheem up there. We were doing good. But what I didn't like, that I saw that really rubbed me the wrong way with him, is that he continuously rub people the wrong way. And far as him rubbing people the wrong way, that's what destroyed me and his relationship. Because we had a great relationship. Like I said, we had a good relationship from YouTube, and then going to YouTube to Clubhouse. And I was trying to tell him, listen, man, we got to do content. We got to bring different people on the platform. We got to interview. We got to do this. You focusing on beef with this one and that one. I lost my channel because of him, child. You know what I'm saying? I started beefing with a guy. The guy, I did a video. The guy knew I already had a copyright strike on my channel. You get what I'm saying, child? He knew I had a copyright strike. I got my third copyright strike because of him. Which I told him, leave the dude alone. He's not doing no content. We almost did what we need to get to. I was at almost 7,000 subs, child. And I lost my page because of him. So I had to realize that, you know what? He pulled his stunt. And what really caused me and him to fall out, child, is that the situation with him coming on my platform and saying that he was gay from 16 to 19. And my cousin, which is my cousin's big brother, was like, yo, he can't be on the platform doing that. We conducting business here, and you getting to being a certain level, and he already messing it up for you. So it's like, I was glad that my cousin snapped me back into reality to understand I don't need this dude no more. So I cut him off. And because I cut him off, he's been talking all type of crazy about me. He's been throwing all type of accusations. He was pillow talking with 10 Toes Down and all these other YouTubers that have problems with me. So I said to myself, he's an enemy. He's not a friend. He's an enemy. He was an enemy to my cousin. He was an enemy to me. He was an enemy. And Sunday, which I'm kind of upset that I did this, but it had to be done. Me and my cousin went to Burnside, where he lives at, pulls up. He called us out to come there for an altercation. He wanted an altercation. He called us. He said, bring your cousin with you. He said, y'all can come pull up right now. I want the smoke. So this is what I did, child. My cousin and me said, all right. We pulled up. We took a train ride. We pulled up right there, the Burnside, got off the train at Burnside, right there on Woolton, East Burnside. We went around the corner of his building. I gave my ID. And this man still ain't come outside. Leave this dude alone. I'm not giving him no more clout. Because at this point now, it's bogus. He threw me under the bus because he couldn't take the pressure. These people knew where he worked at. These people knew where he lived at. And they were the ones that called him out on his being a closeted homosexual man. Now, if you were caught, like my cousin said, we not gonna get mad with you because your lifestyle that you are a homosexual man. I'm not mad at him for that. I'm mad at him for not living his truth. Live your truth, brother. Live your truth. If you like men, live your truth. But don't try to throw that on me to make yourself look good and throw me under the bus for people that don't like me. It's crazy, but dude's a hater. He's a hater.
And to Roski, I sent him the link because he definitely was in the chat,
Come up.
as you can see, and so I'm giving him the opportunity to come up and see if you guys can have a dialogue, right?
Listen, Cha,
Oh.
he's a 28-year-old man, 29, right? 29-year-old man. He has issues. Okay, he has mommy issues. He has daddy issues. He has all type of issues. When you got women and he mistreating women, and women is hitting me up about him, telling me what's up with your boy Roski, why he doing me. Like, he had this girl outside with her daughter in the street, and she came to me looking for help. I couldn't help her. I told her go to her family. But these people they be type corny. They be type corny, child. They be type corny. I did nothing to that kid. All I did was try to help him. I got him 1,000. Child, I did so much for this kid. He just don't know. I got him to 900. He's at 900. He might be at 1,000 subscribers now. I got him to 1,000 subscribers twice on his channel. I helped him. He couldn't level himself up to the highest of his potential because he's nothing but a leech. And when you're a leech, you will leech off of somebody's energy. You know, he's an energy vampire. I feel much better cutting him off. Cutting him off got me to 9,000 subs.
Yes, and shout out to that. Congratulations. Now, for somebody like me, it kind of looked like a play, a little bit, and I'm gonna explain why, right? Because he's one on stricken mentality. That's why I posted his comment, and I am gonna ask you a question. To I don't know if this P or whoever's running that channel, I am gonna ask you a question just to be fair. But I'm it kind of, for me, it looked like a play because he gets up there and he's saying this out of nowhere, right? Nobody's understanding, I guess, the behind the scenes aspect of you guys' relationship and how it went left, right?
Yeah.
But when he gets on these stages, he's actually exposing a lot of the people who are asking him questions. Like we learned that some of the people were woman abusers, some of the people, were informants, different things like that, right? And then on Unstricken Mentality as well, both of you guys were on stage together and you was like, yeah, what's up, bro? What's up, bro? But then both of y'all started going at the host and other people that was on stage and trolling them, actually. Like every time they asked you a question, you were trolling them. So, is this a play? And I have to ask that because of the question. Was it a play or the opportunity to actually get at these people with them allowing you to be on their stage? Because any other time they wouldn't give you that grace normally.
No, it wasn't a play. It wasn't a play. It wasn't a play, child. He came on there and defended me, which I don't understand why he defended me, but I get it. He wanted to be back on my platform, child. He wanted to be back on my platform. That's what happens when you want to be back on somebody's platform and you lonely. You'll start defending people that really don't care. No, I don't have an issue with the guy. I wish him the best in life. I wish he's happy with himself and understand what he did was wrong. For what reason? All for a view.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Now, just to be fair, because we brought up Unstricken Mentality, and shout out to their room on Clubhouse. Shout out to everybody that's over there. Fox and the young ladies. I don't remember their name right now. Stack City and everybody. Shout out to them. But he brought up a question. He wants me to ask you about your uncle that also drives the TranzAm, and he fixed the transmission. And I'm asking for those that's in the audience to read between the lines on that because we don't want to get shadow banned. So what are they talking about as far as your uncle is concerned? Did he get busted with a trans am a trans person, a part of the rainbow community. What is that about? And I got your mic questions, you guys. Just give me a moment.
Oh, I don't know about the TranzAm. I don't know about my uncle getting caught with the TranzAm. That's the first time I heard of that. But you know, far as my uncle, you know, me and him I don't rock with him, child, because when you start attacking somebody for somebody that don't like you, and he didn't have to go on 10 Toes Down platform. I was trying to help out my uncle to get his story heard because he got a story to tell, and I wanted him to talk about growing up in Harlem. You know, giving his story about growing up with dudes like Rich and Poe and Fritz and all these dudes. So I wanted him to tell his story. You know, I wanted to get a book deal for him. But for him to throw me under the bus and say, oh, yo, I hate that little nigga and fuck that little nigga and he ain't shit and all that and all what he's saying on 10 Toes Down platform, that was crazy. You know what I'm saying? That was crazy. This man wanted me to come to California, child. Wanted me to come out there to California, support his clothing line and everything, and then for him to do me like that for a nigga on YouTube and not a dude that knows you, like you would dish your whole fam for people on YouTube. She was crazy.
And Roski, I sent the link again. Hit that link because he says, "Can you let me up to address this?" I gave you the opportunity. I'll send it one more time for you guys. And I know Hood TMZ and a few other people try to come up, but honestly, I just want to leave it to those that we are conversing about. So Roski, I know you in the building. Please come up and state your case. I'll post it.
I want to know what he want to talk about. What he really want to talk about? Like him not coming outside? Like I could show the video, child, if you want to see the video of him not coming outside on my channel.
Okay, Roski is here. Oh, that was Roski. Okay, let me add him to the stream. And then you can share on your end as well.
Yeah.
So we'll let him say his case and then you can show your video.
I want to hear the lies.
All right, how you doing? Y'all can hear me? You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Roski.
All right.
Roski.
So I want to say this, right? Like, let me tell you something. Nobody never hated on this dude. You understand? Like, he not telling y'all how I was the machine behind everything. Him and his cousin. You understand? Like, who was bringing informants to the hood? Who was bringing luxury buses to the hood? Me, right? Now, who put y'all bum ass niggas on the train? Me. When y'all ain't had no money to get back to Brooklyn, right?
I have money
to
get back
y'all
to
came
Brooklyn,
to the
bro.
Bronx, right? You and your cousin. Listen.
Yeah.
I'm not cool with your cousin no more. He a fuck boy. Cause listen. I'm gonna address your cousin when he come home. I'm gonna see him face to face.
Wait,
I'm gonna
let's
address
be
him.
fair.
Y'all niggas is scared.
Let's give Roski the moment to speak, and then you will get speak. This is
I'll
Clubhouse,
niggas,
guys. We're gonna do this the right way. All right, Roski, go ahead.
All right, so these niggas, him and his cousin, like the nigga who he with right now, them niggas is scared. They pulled up to my building while I was even there, and these niggas started pulling out cameras. So guess what? I can come outside and get locked up since I'm on probation. These niggas try to set me up for jail. So I'm gonna say this, right? I called these dudes. I'm like, yo, come upstairs where there's no cameras. These dudes got phones out. So I'm like, you know something? I'm not even taking these dudes serious because I'm not going to jail for two weirdos. Now your cousin Kobe that's locked up, like I said, I'm gonna get to him when he get out of jail. But y'all niggas, they had no money. You understand? This dude right here on top of me, this bozo right here, he been hating on me. This dude been hating on me. The first time he seen me, he was hating. You understand? Because his cousin, I don't know, like, let me tell y'all something. His cousin was using him for his SSI check. You understand? Niggas knew he was a clown. You understand? They using this dude for opportunity. And like I said, both of them niggas was dirty. You see, I'm gonna tell the truth now. Like, the cousin ain't had no money to get back to Brooklyn. You understand? You ain't had no money to get back to Brooklyn. I helped both of you bum ass niggas out, and you got the nerve to come on YouTube and say I'm jealous. How the fuck can I be jealous of you when I was helping you and your family members out? And Sosa need to mind, the one who you with right now. He need to mind his business because he wasn't even in town. He was all the way somewhere else. You understand? That nigga used to call me on the phone. Yo, Roski, salute, man. You a young getting money nigga. You understand? You helping my cousin out, salute. Now all of a sudden, he out here with you, and I cut your bum ass off. Now he got something slick to say out of his mouth. Now, like I said, nigga, nobody never. You see, when I was around, The only reason why I was around you, because I was protecting you out of respect for your cousin, Kobe. That's the only reason I was around you. But when I see you start doing fuck shit and beefing all the time, you see, he playing reverse psychology. He trying to throw the beef shit on me. No, you was beefing with niggas so much. When I try to book interviews for the nigga, they were like, oh, Bullets Gotti? Nah, I don't want to go on that nigga platform. He's too much. So he was fucking up the bag. He was fucking up business because of his beef, his problems. Now, we was booking interviews. When I booked the Shaheem, the Sean Brents, and etc., nigga, you was lit. You see, when I was around, you was lit. Now, when I left your ass alone, you started to get mad jealous. You started to have mad animosity. Oh, why you ain't booking no interviews for me, Roski? Because you got so much beef on the fucking YouTube streets. And that's when the niggas started going behind my back.
I got beef with who?
That's
who I
when
got
the niggas
beef
started
with,
going
right?
behind my back. You understand? He started going behind my back, and niggas inboxes talking about I'll fuck with transgenders. Remember, dude said all my exes was transgenders, including my baby mamas. Now you tell me what transgender could have kids. But you know, this dude was a hater.
Let me ask you a question, bro.
He seen me. All right.
Let me ask you a question, bro. All you was supposed to do was shut the fuck up, bro. And get off the internet, bro.
Yo, this dude weird, bro.
All right, so
listen, I'm not.
Hold on, child. Let me explain something.
That's what I was about to say. Give him the opportunity to ask you a question, Roski.
Yeah. Let me say something to you, bro.
Now the chick, you said it was a chick. There was a chick that I kicked out or whatever. She went to you. First of all, that chick knew you. That chick knew you before she knew me. Now, for instance, the only reason why she wasn't fucking with you because we was both me and this clown nigga, we was both talking to the same chick that he referring to, who I put hands on and all that. That's all, cat. But the nigga said, yo, she came to you, nigga. You was talking to her before me, and the only reason why she ain't fuck you because you live with your grandma. You was a dirty nigga. This nigga got jealous. Gotti got jealous because I was fucking the chick he was talking to. But nigga, she liked me more. That's all. She seen that I had a crib. She seen that I was situated. So she went with the nigga that had something. You ain't have shit. And I even kicked her out. You know, I was at work, and Shorty couldn't get in the building. Shorty couldn't get in the door. So she went to this stupid nigga. And guess what? You know, she used the stupid nigga for like 2 hours. So she had somewhere to stay. And guess what? This nigga still ain't getting no pussy. I'm like, yo, why you ain't fuck that nigga? Because he dirty and he stink. Like, boy, like, stop it, bro. I ain't never put my hands on that chick, nigga. And these niggas making fake receipts. And now you got these old clown niggas on YouTube. They dick riding him. They don't even know this dude. They telling me, yo, Rod, how you want to say? But I know this dude in real life. How you gonna tell me about somebody I know and they family?
You done?
Like, into that nigga.
Is you done? Is you done? Is you done, Rod?
Let me see what this clown got to say.
I just want to know. So
please don't interrupt him, Roski.
Thank you. Let me just say this about Roski, right? The dude came on my platform. We was doing good. But he's a hard-headed motherfucker. And he don't listen. So this is why he comes on this platform to lie on me. I helped you out, boy. I had the clout. You didn't have the clout. I got the clout. My cousin got the clout, nigga. We helped you out. You know what I'm saying? All you had to do was be a great manager for my cousin. You couldn't even be that with the music. All you had to be was a great co-host. You couldn't even be that with me. A great fucking co-host, bro. All you had to do was beef. You couldn't even get the interviews. You still come on the platform and lie all you want, nigga. What did I tell you? Shut the fuck up. My cousin told you this. Knowledge Born told you this. Shut the fuck up. Say less. Fall back. Don't come on YouTube. Don't say nothing about nothing. And come back with a fire-ass interview. You couldn't do that, Rob. You couldn't do that. It's crazy. Nigga couldn't do that. You couldn't do that. You couldn't even shut the fuck up and bring a fire-ass interview. But I'm the problem. Let this nigga talk.
So are you saying Roski didn't contribute anything to Gotti Gang? Is that what you're saying?
Nah, he didn't contribute nothing because he wasn't the clout. Listen, the people come to see Bullets Gotti. They don't come to see Roski. Roski's only job was supposed to do is book interviews, be the co-host, and shut the fuck up. That's what my cousin told him. Shut the fuck up. Knowledge Born told him that. Shut the fuck up. Get the interviews, bro. The fuck is you beefing with people? They got you. You came in my chat and said you was gay from 16 to 19, bro. You fucked yourself up. Don't blame my cousin. Don't like you keep talking about him, bro. He gonna put hands and feet on you. You know that. It is what it is.
Let's keep it light with the threats, because I don't want that on you
No,
guys.
no. I'm not gonna say no more. Let him talk. I already said that.
Did you want it more?
You done, Clout?
Did you want it more involvement with the brand though? Because that's what it seems like. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
All right. So did you want more with the brand? It felt like the things that you felt like you were contributing wasn't being met. Like what was the defining moment that made you say fuck all this?
All right, so like I said, I came on YouTube because dudes is bullying this dude. You understand? They was bullying him. You understand? And he calling me behind the scenes, yo, Rock, can you come to YouTube? Just like he did the Clubhouse thing. He called me to Clubhouse. I ain't even want to come on Clubhouse. You understand? To be honest, I didn't even know there was a Clubhouse. So he told me, like, yo, can you come on Clubhouse? These dudes is coming at me. So what I do, when this dude get into a beef or any problems, he always calling me. So I see the dude platform was trash because he kept talking about people, but he had no content. He kept uploading people content. So I said, what you need to do, you need to start interviewing people. You need to start bringing people on your platform. So what I did, since I'm the key to everything, I booked the people. And now you said something about your cousin. The message that you said, I supposed to manage him or whatever, right? You know different from your cousin. Y'all dudes, you the only difference between you want to beef and start trouble on the internet. The difference between now your cousin Kobe, the one that's locked up, his problem is he want to be in the streets. So shit couldn't go through because this dude, every time I'm calling this dude to come to a studio session that I booked, he never showed up. So I'm spending money. I'm wasting money on a studio session. This dude not showing up. So what I do, the same thing I did with you. I seen you beefing on YouTube and you had mad problems. I left you alone. The same thing with your cousin. I left him alone. You understand? And now the Sosa dude, Sosa's a clown. I don't take him serious. So if Gotti just said, yo, he gonna see me with, that's all YouTube politics. That shit ain't real life. Them dudes, his cousin ain't gonna do nothing. You understand? So but yeah, that's the whole problem. And now you said what I said from this what happened, right? This dude went in this dude was talking to a transgender, and he said I like transgenders too. Like remember, he said
hold up. Bullet said that.
Bullet said that, yeah.
Okay.
The clown nigga. He said I like transformers. So he said, remember, he messed up when he said, yo, all my exes was trans when my exes is my baby mothers. They my exes. How can transformers have babies? So when he did that, 10 Toes Down came on my platform, and he was like, yo, you a mook too. I'm like, what you talking about? Like I'm like, yo, you like to mess with transformers. I'm like, for what? Who said that? Your man's Gotti said that. So what I did, I took an opportunity as, and something, since he want to run with that, since this dude want to run with that, and since Gotti want to run with that, now I'm a clout chasing. What I did, I went on the dude platform to set a trap for the stupid dude. So what I did, I said what I said from 16 to 19 when I was trolling. You understand? Everybody know YouTube is entertainment purposes only. You can't take everything somebody say on YouTube serious. Like if I said I jump off a building, that don't mean I jump off a building. But I trolled in a gay way just to trap this dude. And this dude kicked me off the panel, and this dude started dissing me, disrespecting me. So I was like, I got his behind. And that's all that's what made me really cut ties from dude. You understand? That was like the last straw. Because the dude been jealous of me this whole time, that while I was trying to book interviews for the dude, this dude was in Transformers inbox trying to set me up on some mook stuff. You understand? So that's what made me realize this dude's a snake, and he cut I'm not the first one. He messed up. He burnt a lot of bridges on YouTube with anybody that want to do business with him. He burnt a lot of bridges. You understand? So it ain't just me. A bunch of people could vouch for what I'm saying.
So how did you get the tape? Because there's things that's saying that tape is fixed. A few people came up on Unstricken Mentality. Shout out to them, and they definitely in the building. Shout out to P and everybody over there. And I forgot the dude's name. I don't know if it was Venezuela or somebody like that, but they were saying that the tape is faulty. That you could see the edits when you look at the coding. So where did you get the tape from, and what or was that a part of your setup?
Well, this is the problem, right? For instance, with his grandmother, like we heard loud as clear that his grandmother said, "Stop pushing me, stop." I mean, he said that was fake too. He said that was cap. So it's like everything that this dude do is cap. Everything that he do is cap. You understand? Everything. So, but me knowing Gotti, me hearing, forget YouTube. Let's just leave YouTube out of it. Me being around him in real life, you understand, and hearing his voice, that's him on that audio. And let's not be blind. This dude said in the text message he like things in his, in his bottom. Now, what man wants something in their bottom? You understand? What man wants something in? We just gotta keep it real. The dude said he wanted something in his body. So let's just erase the tape and everything. You understand? For the fact that I wanted him out. Like, come on, man. Like this people come on YouTube and they give this dude passes, and that's why, like for instance, a couple days ago,
somebody gave it to you, or you put him in a position to give himself up like that.
I ain't know nothing about the tape. All I know was about the dude slandering my name, talking about I messing with Transformers. That's what I knew. But when I heard the tape, I was like, that's God. That's definitely his voice. But nobody ain't made no audio. But if somebody made some audio, it wasn't a part where he was talking. It definitely wasn't him. That Mike. That's definitely him. You understand? You can't edit a Gotti. Like who else sound like this troll? Who else sound like him? Nobody else. And let's speak on the fact.
They're saying that they took clips of his voice and merge it to make it seem like a pretend conversation. And I do editing myself. You can do. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm not trying to give Gotti a way out or whatever. But I know that is possible. So did you do your due diligence to check out the authenticity of the tape, or you just put it out there because you know for certain that that's him?
I ain't put it out there. Somebody else put it out there, as you know, he put it out there. But when I heard it, I was like, how can that be edited? You understand? And let's not erase the facts that this dude, since you want to talk about Sosa, your cousin homeless, man. So he 37 years homeless. And let's speak on the fact how he using you for your SSI check. And let's speak on the fact that you on SSI living with your
grandma. How my cousin homeless and he got his own crib?
Sleeping on couches.
How my cousin homeless and he got his own crib, nigga?
Don't your cousin got an EBT card?
What that got to do with anything?
Y'all accept EBT? Your cousin said, do y'all accept EBT? Now let's not get the fact you on SSI and you so lazy to get an apartment. You know how much assistance you would get from the government? You on SSI, you get a crib.
Nigga, I own the building,
and
nigga.
You get a bunch of assistance. You playing
around.
I
own the building, nigga.
You 27 years old playing around when you could be getting a bunch
I own the building, my nigga.
Come out, you guys. And shout out to both Gotti and Roski. Definitely in the building. Hold on, I'm gonna ask you a question. Right now, right? First of all, was that you on the tape?
No, the beginning part is me, but the ending part is not me. It's faulty audio.
All right, so just for the record, do you like trans women?
No, I wasn't even talking to a trans woman. That was a whole female.
Okay.
So get the female. Hey, Shot.
Hold on, Roski. Hold on, because I just want to make sure that this is clear. I want Gotti to be able to say what he needs to say about this. So, have you ever been in a compromising position with someone of the trans community? Because that has happened to celebrities where they thought that it was an actual female and it turned out to be a trans. Have you ever been in a compromising position and somebody caught you on tape?
No. It caught him. They caught Roski, but they didn't catch me.
You see, there he go with the lies again. You heard, and that's why I don't fuck with you, guys, because you lie. You play dangerous games, boy. That's why I don't fuck with you. I'll never fuck with you again, nigga. You playing games like that. You see, but this what they do. he got caught out there with a transformer. So now he trying to throw the shit on me. Like this dude is.
Where's the
I'm telling
proof?
you, man. Like I said, man. Like I said, God is good. That's all I can say, man. God is good. When y'all wake up one day and y'all see what y'all see on his YouTube breaking news, like I said, God gonna be good, man. Like I said, man, you playing real dangerous games, man. Real.
You sound like a hater, bro.
I could never hate on somebody I help, man. That's like hating on your cousin Kobe. How can I hate on Kobe when I helped him? I sent y'all niggas that had no money. Remember that? Yo, can you give me some money, Rob? We need to get home. Like, y'all niggas is bums. You understand? You and your cousin.
I told you that. I told you that.
So listen. Y'all ain't take no train. You and Sosa ain't take no train. That's bum nigga shit. 37 years old taking train.
Yeah.
And nigga got even car.
Hey, here I go, nigga. I got money
like
on
said,
me,
man.
nigga.
I don't listen. Y'all two clowns. I would never jeopardize my freedom.
I told you when I was doing my interview. I told you when I was doing my Remy Ma interview.
You and your cousin is clowns. I would never jeopardize my probation.
Listen. If I'm so much a clown, bro, I had a Remy Ma interview. You didn't pull up to my Remy Ma interview, homie. You were scared to come to the interview.
Oh my God! Now he lying heavy. Now this dude was supposed to interview Remy, right? He supposed to interview Remy Ma. This dude was like, "Yo, I don't."
Nigga, the interview got canceled, nigga. You didn't pull up.
This dude was scared to go to. This dude was scared to go by himself with his man's Edie Matrix to a Remy Ma interview. You understand? So he's like, "Yo, Mano gonna be there and Jim Jones gonna be there." Cause y'all remember Mano don't like this clown dude right here. Mano want to put. I'm not gonna talk too much, but Mano, he was scared of Mano. He like, "Yo, Mano might be there." So what I did, I'm like, I'm gonna come through strapped up. So what this clown dude did, he came to my crib. So I was waiting for my shorty because she's she's an armed guard or whatever. And I was gonna take my hammer with me, but they canceled the interview. So like I said, I sent dude on his way. But either than that, this dude was so scared to go to his own interview that me and my baby mama had to hold this clown. We was gonna hold this clown dude down, man. Stop coming. This dude play reverse psychology. Like, stop playing reverse psychology, just like what you did with the
I was scared.
TranzAm.
I was scared. You was scared.
That's why I said, man, God is that when that day happened, God is good, man. That's what I can say, man. Cause you burnt a lot of bridges for real people that was there for you, man. You burnt a lot of bridges, man. And your cousin, your cousin Sosa ain't helping you. What he doing? Your cousin Sosa is going on. Like, come on, he ain't booking no interviews for you. He not doing nothing for you. Like, come on, man. Like,
I don't need nobody to. Yo, you gotta realize something. I don't need nobody to book no interview
for none of you two clowns.
Yo, what are you talking about, bro? I had the game in my clubhouse room. I had Mano in there.
No, you didn't have the game in your clubhouse. He can't come there for you. You see, this is the problem. This dude thinking people coming there to see him. He think Mano came there to see him. He think nobody came there to see you, boy.
Nigga, they came in my room, nigga. What are you talking about, bro?
Mano go in 100 clubhouse rooms. You don't see people on you.
Mano don't go in no clubhouse rooms like that. Nigga, he stayed in my room, nigga. What are you talking about, bro?
Creating a clubhouse right now, and somebody talking about Mano, and Mano just pop up. That don't mean she came here to see us.
You don't know what you talking about, bro.
Stop thinking you got the bag behind you and Mano going. Mano don't rock with you, man. That's why you were scared when you had to do that Remy Ma interview. You were scared to go see Mano. I had to come with you. I was going.
Why would I be scared to go see Mano?
Like, stop doing that. Now the only time you got clout on interviews when I was there. When I got you Sean.
What are you talking about, bro?
Paparazzi Poe. When I got you Shaheem and others. That's the only time you had people when I was around.
Bro, you didn't get no interviews like that, dog. Stop all that bull. Stop the lying, nigga. Stop the lying. You got the interviews.
Time out, gentlemen. Time out. Yeah. Now, Gotti, you did say that you had some type of footage that you wanted to share.
Yeah, I'm about to show the footage.
All right, so we're gonna get into a little break and get into Gotti's gang footage and see when we come back. Hopefully we can resolve this issue, but not. We're gonna end this segment and go because we still got a lot to talk about. I told you guys it was gonna be a doozy, but yeah, let's get to it.
Yeah, this is definitely a doozy, Cha. This dude is funny. You a comedian, bro. You know that, right?
I just want to take this time out while Gotti's getting the footage to thank everybody tuning in right now. Please like, share, and subscribe if you're not already in tune with Live at Radio. This is an exclusive interview with Bullets Gotti, and he's talking about it all. And right now, we're at the current section of his beef with his old ride or die Roski, and Roski is currently on our platform right now giving his side of the situation. Yes, there has been a little bit back and forth, but they are getting the truth out, and getting to the bottom of all the rumors and the lies that's already currently out there. We waiting for Gotti to.
Hey, chat, you can share my screen.
I can share your screen. I still see you on here.
Yeah, no, share my screen. It's in the background.
How do I do that? I see it. It's add to. There we go.
Thank you.
But it's showing like crazy. There we go.
About 7 views. Looking.
So Gotti, what are we watching here?
Hey, chat, you can hear me? Hold on, the audio.
Yeah, I can hear you. Someone is suggesting for you to do the in view because it's turning circular, like we're not being able to see it.
Yo, child, you can't see it. You can't.
We could see it, but it's like the laundromat thing. It's like it's not playing. I don't know if yes the service or whatever. Like I see what you're trying to show, but it's not playing out. Like it's still loading. Yeah.
Child,
Somebody just said to
hey,
do
child,
it
hold on
early.
real quick. Hold on. I know what it is. My laptop acting up. Hold on. I'm gonna come right back in.
Okay. Okay. And I hope he doesn't leave the situation. I hope Gotti Gang comes back in because we gotta know who Mike is. The whole chat is asking who is Mike. So do you know that question, Roski, while you sitting here with us?
Now, yeah, that's bright as day. That's him, and you know, like I said, man, like
Wait,
this
Mike
is
is who? The trans?
yeah, Mike is the trans he was talking to. Yeah, it was a trans he talking to and shit. But he been doing that. God, he been talking to trans. This ain't nothing new. Like why people are so surprised? Like because 10 Toes Down got the alley hoop to expose it. This dude been talking to trans, and you got his 37-year-old cousin in the chat, the handsome priest dude. Like yo, boy, stop the capping, bro. Stop saying I live in a shelter when I don't, boy. Stop doing that because at the end of the day, you want EBT. Now if I live in a shelter. Shelters wouldn't say, yo, do you want to allow these gentlemen to come upstairs? Like, boy, you keep saying, yo, I should have said, you keep saying that you would have to give your ID. You wouldn't have to give your ID. I'm in charge.
So who's his cousin? His cousin is
the handsome priest dude. The handsome what's that? Let me see. It's the I saw him. Oh yeah, handsome priest Brim. That's his cousin. You understand? But he coming online capping like, boy, you ain't gotta show no ID. I'm in charge. I live in that building. I'm in charge. And if I tell the people downstairs, if they ain't got their ID, let them up, then they got every right to let y'all up. Boy, stop lying to the people, bro. You the dude that's homeless. You the homeless nigga, not me, boy. I don't live in no shelter. Stop lying to the people, bro. Like I said, nigga, when I called y'all to come upstairs, and I got the proof and I got the receipt, when I was calling these dudes to come upstairs, they were scared to come upstairs. I'm not, and because outside my building is a surveillance camera. These dudes wanted me to come outside and incriminate myself while I'm on probation. I'm like, yo, come upstairs. And I even knew these dudes. Was going to even come to my. I even knew these dudes was going to go live. I told Gotti, I'm like, yo, let me holler at your cousin. This dude come to my building, and I was even at my building. I was next door, but that's still considered the same location. I'm still next door. This dude pulling out phones. So when I see these dudes pulling out phones, I'm like, oh shit, these niggas trying to get me locked up. They know I had warrants. I told these two clown niggas that I had warrants. So 2 days after I told these clown niggas I had warrants, I went to go handle my warrant, and the judge gave me probation behind my case. So these dudes know my situation. They trying to get me incriminated. And everywhere they tell me to come.
I'm gonna put the link in your back.
Everywhere they telling me to come is police there. Come to the train station. They, like not even dumb. It's people in the chat, like the instigators. Yo, go to the train station. All right, Burnside, police there. Yo, Roski.
Hey, chat, you see the link in the back?
2 seconds away. Like y'all do.
Check
like,
the private chat. Click that video. You can probably do it.
Y'all ain't performed though. Y'all ain't
hey, nigga, you ain't come outside, nigga.
Nah,
Shut
y'all playing internet games. You and
Shut
your cousin playing internet games.
You ain't come outside, nigga.
Them cameras.
You ain't come out, nigga. Nigga, what cameras, nigga?
So why y'all ain't
You's a gangster, right?
Why y'all ain't pull up yesterday?
Yo,
when I was on live for 4 hours, why y'all ain't pull up yesterday?
Ain't you a gangster? Ain't you say you was a shooter? Ain't you say you was a shooter? Ain't you say you could block?
Listen,
why you ain't come outside and come
they
do
pull
all
up
that
on a rainy day when nobody was outside, bro?
Huh?
Who gonna be outside on a rainy day?
What?
Make it make sense. Who gonna be outside on a rainy day? But like I said, them cameras save y'all.
But yo,
YouTube save y'all niggas.
I got a new phone though.
YouTube save y'all niggas from
money
getting hurt.
No, I got a new phone
save y'all niggas from getting hurt because I
fucked up my phone.
If them
but I got a new one.
It would have been a whole different situation.
I got a new one.
Like I said, y'all was scared.
I got a new one.
Like I said, I ain't gotta talk.
Shut up, nigga. You soft.
Dudes are scared to come upstairs.
So
man.
I got the video queued up for you guys. This is the video that Bullets Gotti want to show, right? And when we come back, we're gonna get to the who is Mike, because that's been the number one question in the chat right now. Everybody wants to know who is Mike. Roski answered the question, but they really want you to answer that question, Bullets. So we're going to be right back. We're going to get to the video that you sent me, and we're going to take it from there. So hold on 1 second. Let's get it.
Yeah, we're gonna let the world see how Mr. Ronnie Johnson ain't want to come outside.
When the views get up.
It's me on your block, Ronnie.
You can't put that thing in the bag, man.
You around the corner.
About 7 views.
Look me.
I'm about to flip this camera around.
Hey, Dr. Cha, we gonna be rich. It's 11/11, Dr. Cha.
What floor you live on?
I don't know. You looking for Ronnie Johnson? Yeah.
He laughing. I pull up, nigga. Rain, sleep, or snow, nigga. Rain, sleep, or snow, nigga.
I want to talk to that nigga.
Huh? Yo.
I don't know. You're not picking up? He ain't picking up. He ain't picking up, but I ain't got that nigga number.
I want to reboot the old sitcom Step Right Up.
From the co-creator of Modern Family. Step right up on 3. No reason to do that.
Okay, so it's a 29-minute long video, right? Obviously, you went to where Roski is, and
Yeah.
All right. So what happened? He never came to meet you?
Never came downstairs. He said, turn the camera off. come up in the building.
And come upstairs, facts.
Yeah, he said come upstairs.
And what y'all did when I told
we
y'all
told the woman, we listen, we asked the woman, she said he not there.
No, listen. I told y'all to come upstairs, and what y'all do? Y'all ran, right? Y'all went to the train station or store, right?
We didn't run. I didn't run nowhere.
Yeah, y'all did run, because when I told y'all to come upstairs, y'all left the
building. We walked, nigga. We didn't run. We walked.
Yeah, that's still running. It's still considered.
What do you mean? What do you mean running? Running for what? Listen, yo, Roski. Listen, Roski.
I was right next.
Roski. I got family. I got family that's not that far from you over.
Yeah, so this dude, him and Sosa was in the Bronx the whole time.
Come on,
they
bro.
acting like they came away from Brooklyn. Now these dudes,
we came all the way from Brooklyn. What are you talking about, clown?
Ass niggas. Because y'all taking the train. Y'all ain't take no cab. Y'all ain't take no Uber. Y'all ain't have no.
Why I'm gonna take an Uber for you, nigga? I will give you. I want to give you a local. You a local nigga. I give a local nigga a local ass.
Nigga, 37 years old with an EBT car. How can motherfuckers?
All right, nigga, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. But you didn't come outside though.
Y'all was in front of police. Y'all wanted me
to come out. Nigga, that was the aliens, nigga. Shut the fuck up. Come on, police.
All right, so wait, before I go all the way left, right? And I had to ask somebody, and shout out to the super chats in the chat, right? Who is Mike Gotti? Because ever since this,
I don't know who the fuck Mike is.
Hold on. Ever since this live, or ever since we started this stream, everybody and their mother damn near was asking for us to tell them who is Mike. Even though Roski said his side, they really wanted to come from you. So who is Mike in all of this situation?
I don't know no Mike. That's what I'm saying. That ending part wasn't me. So I don't know the Mike.
Roski said that's the trans person that was in that video. Ooh. That person actual name is Mike. Have you?
No, that girl name is no. That girl, no. Cha, that girl name is Joanna Cologne. Her nickname is Rose. She is a stripper. Okay, her name is not no Mike. Let's get that clear. She is one of 10 Toes Down's side pieces.
He lying.
She was on his platform. I got the video, but it is what it is. If she want to live with a lie,
he playing reverse psychology shot. What he doing is he trying to throw the shit on 10 Toes Down. Now the same shit he did with me when he got caught.
There's a video. Hey, yo, Chop. I'm gonna send you another video. I'm gonna send you another video. I'm gonna show you the girl. This is the girl that they say is the tranny. Right.
You talking about the one that when she was trying to give you head, you couldn't get your dick up. That's the one you talking about, Gotti?
Well, hold on.
You talking about that chick with that badass chick?
I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send it to your DM, Cha.
Yo, send it to the private chat. The private chat is better.
The private chat. Okay, no problem.
Let me ask you a question. If there's a beautiful, sexy female standing in front of God, and he can't get his dick up, what would you think about that guy? What would you call
I don't talk.
And this dude is 25 years old at the time. He's 25 years old at the time. Got a beautiful, bad, older chick with a nice body.
I get bad women all the time, bro.
What you call that?
I get bad women all the time, bro.
You're gay. You're gay, man.
I don't talk about how much bad women I get. You talk about how much bad women.
Shorty told me she was trying to give him head and he couldn't get his dick up. That makes you a gay dude. You gay. You're not attracted to females.
Oh yeah.
Come on, man. You 25
so why
years old,
a lot of females like that video of me with my dick out there?
Come on, man.
I played the Mike video already. If Mike is supposed to be in that video, if that's what y'all talking about, I played that again. No, I'm trying not to laugh. Y'all crazy.
It's funny. It's funny though.
It is. I ain't gonna even hold you. I'm trying my best to.
But it's not true though.
Fact the lady Gotti was talking about is my daughter's friend. Hold on, somebody.
Oh, shot. This dude right here. Listen. I'm not even trying to listen. If you go look at this dude rap sheet, he known for beating on his baby mother, kidnapping his baby mother. You don't want to take advice from a guy like that. This dude right here. This dude right here is a YouTube stalker.
How you mad with a dude that was defending you?
Gotti off of YouTube. He don't know.
How you mad with a dude that defended you when they was dragging your mother, bro?
Listen. This dude is lying.
They was dragging your mother, bro.
He's lying. This dude.
How you mad with him? And they was dragging your mother, bro.
This dude.
That girl,
right here, man.
you friends with E and all these other people, but they was dragging you, bro.
Everybody in the chat could vouch for that. This dude kidnapped his baby mother. Knowledge born dude.
You a disloyal nigga, bro.
And he coming on YouTube stalking people and stalking their kids.
How you mad with knowledge born, bro? And he defended your family, bro.
That dude's a creep, right?
Knowledge born supported you.
So it could look. I like the way the aesthetics look when you're on camera. Can you get on camera?
I got you. I'm gonna put it on camera. I'm gonna put it on. My camera's just acting up, Shy. I'm gonna put my camera back on.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So Mike is.
Shy, I got the other video. I want you to see this.
Okay, I see it.
This the fake. It's the fake. Hold on. That might be the same video. Hold on, Shy. My bad. Let me get the other.
The same video.
Yeah. Hold on, Shy. Let me get the video. Hold on. I got it here. Cause I want you and I want this dude to shut up with all the lies. Now, if I was dealing with a TranzAm, right, like they try to say, right, why hasn't 10 Toes Down bring this girl on his platform? This is the girl I was talking to. Click the link, chat. And Roski, you mad at Knowledge Born, but Knowledge Born defended you when them dudes was dragging your mother and your child, clown. So how you beefing with him? You cool with
Knowledge definitely an abuser. Facts.
So you defended somebody that defended you when dudes dragged your daughter. Wax Dog dragged your daughter. P dragged your daughter. He dragged your mom. You fuck with clowns.
Yo, and you know this dude, like yo, Sean, let me tell you something about this dude, Mr. Corn. You know, some dude son had passed.
Shout out to Pete, man. Nigga, you was dragging that man's son too, bro. Shut up, bro.
Yo, this dude
you was dragging that man's son too.
He been dragging a deceased. He been dragging someone.
Man, I don't want to hear nothing about his deceased son, nigga. You was dragging him with us, bro. So shut up. Shut up, bro. Shut up.
You killed your son.
He did kill his son, bro. His son got killed because of him. What are you talking about? He killed his son.
Man, you see, and it's the type of people you got on your platform, shot. Now you throwing a body on somebody on a public platform. You see what I'm talking about?
Wait, hold on, time out. I got the video queued up. I'm gonna put
Let's watch that video.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the disclaimer again for you guys. Hold on 1 second, because I feel like it's important. So people won't get out of wasted, but just so we could be clear, right? Before we go to the video that we're about to watch is the girl that you were actually talking to, right? Not the Mike TranzAm.
Yep. That girl is the girl I was on the phone with right there. Okay. Her name is Rose/Joanna Cologne. That's 10 Toes Down side piece.
And she's the one with the blue hair in the video, just to be clear.
Yes, okay. Yes.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we're about to go into the break of watching the video, but before we go, we're going to get to this disclaimer, and we'll be right back. Disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. So strike us, no strike me.
So we're gonna give you something different today. Today I'm sitting with.
Say your name for the people.
Jose.
Rose, that's your real name? That's your real name?
That's my family name.
Oh, that's the name you want to go by?
Yeah.
Okay, so you from?
The Bronx.
The Bronx?
Mm-hmm.
You mind giving your age?
26.
26. Okay, let's get right into it. So, the reason I'm having you here today, and you know, I get requests from people asking to come on my channel to do interviews and stuff. And I'm just going to switch it up a bit so we can touch on all different trending topics and different subjects that's going on within our communities, society, period. So, what you do for a living?
Box. And dance and bartend.
Box, dance, and bartend.
And family.
And train people. So, you say you
Bartend, what's that?
He's a bartender, exotic dancer, and then.
Oh, okay. So exotic dancer. So that's more like that's a stripper.
Yeah.
So you're a stripper. Oh, okay. How long you been stripping?
Not that long.
Not that long. How long is not that long?
A couple months.
Okay. So what the stripper life is like? Like, I know a lot of people look down on the stripper life, but tell me what it's like.
Well, honestly, like, like I told you though, but it's a stripper and it's exotic dancing. I don't care. I don't judge the strippers that take off their clothes, but I don't take off my clothes. I just exotic dance. So I just look cute and I dance, but that life is just like, it's just a hustle to get money. And it's a presentable way to get money too, because you gotta remember, every stripper is different. There's strippers that strip, and there's dancers that go to these upscale spots and just look nice, and just move around, and
So that's all you do?
Yeah, it's just like a spot where guys go to just like release, stress, have a conversation. Every spot is different though from strippers. It's underground. There's upscale ones. You know what I'm saying? Everything's different.
So you do lap dances and all that too?
Yeah.
So then what happens if you're doing a lap dance and the dude trying to touch you and all that and get fisted?
It can happen. It happens. And we're not gonna lie like it don't happen. If we females, it's gonna happen. It's up to us what we're gonna do. So, but it's not, a lot of times females take it so offensive, but it's not something to take so offensive. It's just something like a matter of, no, I'm good. And just keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you gotta remember, they come there to test girls too. They're gonna test the girl as well. Like, okay, let me see how far she's willing to take it so it's a 50-50.
Now, Shy, hey, pause that. Now, that's Shorty. That was on the phone.
Yo, why you can't bring her up? Why you never bring her up?
Like I said, no. I'm being accused. I'm being accused by 10 Toes Down. You tell him to bring her up.
Listen. He's telling 10
you tell him to bring her up.
Interview her,
I can't bring her up. So you can I'm being accused by him and all these other dudes. Why they haven't brought her up on their platform?
Time out. So if that's the young lady that we just finished seeing, and she was on 10 Toes platform, and 10 Toes Down was on Strict Mentality with trying to expose all this, then why wouldn't he bring her to the app and try to vindicate the situation?
Facts.
Or if he does know the TranzAm, so to speak, why nobody has brought the TranzAm, aka Mike, to the situation?
Shah, who supposed to clear their name though? 10 Toes Down or Gotti? Who the one that supposed to clear their name? Gotti or 10 Toes Down?
Gotti.
Exactly. So he should got the chick on there. He should have got the chick on his platform.
Wait, hold on, time out. If Gotti's saying that the TranzAm doesn't exist, so if that's factual, then I wouldn't expect Gotti to do it. But if somebody is saying that this person is real and that the person name is Mike, why nobody brought Mike to the table? It's been 2 weeks by
2 weeks. Thank you, Child. It's been
because people listen. 10 Toes Down got other things to do. He said 10 Toes Down said he gonna.
Nah, I don't want to hear that.
10 Toes Down said he gonna expose that, but Gotti should be the one that's clearing his name, not 10 Toes Down.
Nah, I don't need to.
If someone
I already proved
accusations like that out there, you gotta clear your name. You ain't clear your name.
No, but the only reason, so Rahski, and just hear me out, and this is not me taking up for bullets or whatever. I'm a neutral party. I'm not, trying to do that. That's not what I'm trying to do here. But it makes me tilt my head a little bit, like, something, because we're in the age of everybody wants to expose everybody. Everybody's looking for a come up. Everybody wants that opportunity, especially if they be involved in a scandal. We just finished saying that, scandals and the opportunity of going viral is the thing that people want to do on YouTube. So wouldn't you think, if Bullets Gotti is this big bad dude on Clubhouse, right? Everybody hates Gotti, right? Everybody hates Gotti bullets. You know, everybody wants to have the opportunity to expose him or whatever. I mean, shit, there's even a YouTube channel that says that Bullets Gotti exposed, and their videos is supposed to be exposing bullets, like when he got jumped and everything like that. Why wouldn't this TranzAm, aka Mike, come out and be like, I'm that person that the video was about?
Because Gotti gonna lie and sit there and
Because
lie.
there is,
If 10 toes down, listen, if 10 toes down bring the TranzAm on there, right? Gotti going
bro,
just like
it
how
is
Gotti
no
saying,
mic,
just
bro.
like how Gotti
It is
saying
no
he
mic,
got to
bro.
interview the trans.
It
10
is
toes
no
down got to
mic,
interview
bro.
the TranzAm.
It is
The
no mic.
TranzAm gonna confirm
It
it
is
was
no
Gotti.
mic.
And you know what Gotti gonna do?
It is no mic.
Oh, that is a
Her
lie.
name
It's a
is
lie. He
Joanna.
gonna keep
It is no
deflecting
mic.
the fact. He gonna keep lying. That's what he do. He puts his
Yeah,
grandma and he
I
said
know.
he ain't do it. So it's like whenever somebody proves the facts on this dude, he gonna say they lying. So it's like 10 toes down. If
Yeah,
10
yeah,
toes
yeah.
down get the TranzAm, what, just so this dude can lie and say, oh, that's the
10
TranzAm
toes
lied.
don't got no
He corporate.
TranzAm. It's
He
been 2
corporate.
weeks. He don't got no
No,
TranzAm.
listen,
In 2
no.
weeks.
You was dealing with the TranzAm, not 10 toes. Don't throw it on 10 toes. Don't throw it on Roski.
Where is it at?
You
Where's
was
the
dealing with the
TranzAm at?
TranzAm.
Where
You
is it at?
understand? Stop trying to say 10 toes
Where
down.
is the
Nigga,
TranzAm,
you
bro?
know what you was doing.
Bro, I don't
got
care
caught.
what
You
you're
got caught
talking
out
about.
there, and
Where
now you
is
trying to
it?
tell a nigga to engage in some mook activity like you.
Oh,
Is you crazy, boy?
you don't got the content.
Come on,
So
man.
how
Come on,
Johnny?
man. Stop.
If the
Like, I don't
glove don't
understand why
fit,
people
it
get
must
taken
have
up with this
quit, bro.
dude, man. You
If
come
the
on here
glove
acting
don't
tough,
fit, it must
and
have
you
quit.
fucking with, and you messing with the TranzAms. Like, come on, cut
You
it
got
out,
the
man.
proof for that? You got
Boy,
the proof for
you
that?
and your cousins, boy.
Do
You
you
and
have
your
the proof
cousins,
for
man.
that?
Y'all niggas act tough and y'all not. Like, come on,
It's
cut
2
it out, man.
weeks, nigga.
Come on, cut it
Y'all
out, bro.
supposed to prove me wrong, nigga. It's 2 weeks.
Like I
You
said,
ain't seen
man, like
nothing yet.
I said, I don't take none of you dudes serious. I'm all for you. I would never do no more videos on you and that nigga
Whatever,
Bump Some
Bozo. Whatever,
None of
Bozo.
y'all
I've been
niggas.
off
All
to
right,
you.
I
I've
got
been off
content.
to
I got
you
exclusive
last
content
week.
coming. You heard? I got real content. Not no
Yeah, we
fake
don't
news.
care about your
You
content.
heard?
We don't care.
All right, so before we move forward, right? You know, I don't know. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I don't know what y'all want me to do. Beat up Gotti, or because a lot of people think you're lying. This thing is remain to be seen. You know what I'm saying? If a TranzAm come out and say that was the person or whatever, then we could get back to part 2 of this interview. But until then, I can't. Gotti said it isn't. He showed a video of who it was. Roski saying it is. We wait is on 10 toes down now. So that's what it is.
Yeah.
What happened with you and 10 toes down though? Like, why is he going
I
so
don't have
hard to come at you? Because
a
you know,
chat.
not only us is he talking about this TranzAm situation, but was also saying that your stepfather was telling stories about your stepfather, you wearing his jewelry, different things like that. So what started that whole 10 toes down beef and things like that, and got him involved with this alleged TranzAm?
I don't know that man. That man contacted me about an interview in 2020, right? I watched his channel. I seen he was doing interviews. You know, he wasn't getting that much. He wasn't getting that much views. He didn't have that many subscribers. You know, he had a platform where he could have took it to a different level, but he chose the beef with Hassan. He chose to even beef with me. I don't know, dude. You know, he pulled up to my house. Dude via my neighbor. They put my address out there, which was corny because I never put their address out there. They put my address out there and then saying they was pulling up to put hands on me. Like, I don't know this dude.
He lying. They came to interview. They put up to interview this dude, and he was scared to come outside. That's
nah, they ain't interview me. Why would they come out of the blue to interview me?
Nigga, they was going 10 toes down. I told the 10 toes down, said how he was coming. Me and 10 toes down, we talk on the phone all the time. This dude said,
"Oh, you heard what he said, y'all. He talked to 10 toes down on the phone all the time.
Listen,
so you
listen,
can't
you're
talk
not
to
my
him.
mans though, guy. You're not my mans though, boy. Like I said, I was here to protect you and do business with you. So fuck all that. But boy was saying him and Side that they pulled up to this boy house to do an interview, and when they pulled up, this dude was scared to come outside. You understand? That's the facts. Just like when Oso Bossy pulled up to this dude's house, he was scared to come outside.
Also,
so, like,
Bossy never pulled up to my house.
Scary cat. Yes, he did. Also,
never
Bossy
pulled up
on you. You was shit.
Never pulled up.
And I had to back Bossy off you, boy. Like, cut that,
that's a lie. It's a lie. He never pulled up on me.
that.
He never pulled up on me.
This dude be calling people out.
I never saw him. I never saw him in the day of my life. I never seen that man in the day of my life.
You called me. You called me on the phone.
I
Like,
called you.
What should I do? When Bossy put up to this dude's house. Listen, when Bossy put up to this dude's house, this dude
Bossy's never pulled up to my house.
What should I do? I said, nigga, go outside.
He pulled up to where my mother lived. He never pulled up where I live.
Everybody that pulled up to this dude's house, he's scared. Boy, he don't pull up.
I'm not scared. I'm not worried about these dudes. Remember, I'm not worried about this dude.
Like I said,
not worried about Bossy. I'm not worried about 10 toes.
You said I'm sorry, Bossy. Like you was scared of Mr. Sex Money. You
bet. I'm not scared of no P.
Say word to your
I'm not scared of no Perry Williams. Perry Williams threatened to call police on me.
Sex Money to not come see you.
He threatened to call police on me. I don't want no beef with nobody that threatened to call 5-0 on me. Please. He threatened to call police. He threatened to call police.
Who helped you? Why
would I be scared of somebody that threatened to call police on me? Fuck that nigga.
Who got Mr. Sex Money off you? Who?
I don't know about none of that, bro.
Who got Mr. Sex Money off you? Who?
I don't give a fuck about Perry.
Say my name. Say Roski. Say Roski. Got Mr. Sex Money off you.
I don't know nothing about that.
Hey, get out of here with that, man. Before we end this segment,
hey, Child, I'm gonna finish talking about the 10 toes. So
okay,
because I didn't get to finish. He cut me off. So 10 toes down, he came to my house and out the blue, him and his cousin, about an interview that was supposed to happen months ago with his cousin. Wasn't even with him. He hit me up out the blue. I didn't know 10 toes down, so I wasn't gonna do no interview with him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know you while I'm doing an interview with you. I don't know what your intentions and your motives are, you know. And after that, this man has been on trying to slander and attack me and spread lies on me for no reason. He said I had a dead man jewelry on. You know, he said I'm wearing dead man clothes. He said that I'm basically what he said, I did my uncle foul, all type of stuff this dude done said about me. And I don't know him. And the latest thing is I like trannies. Like, what is this with this dude that I like transsexuals? I'm this, like, you trying to tarnish I don't talk about him. Like, I was doing content, y'all, on my channel before this whole scandal thing that's going on. My channel got monetized of putting out content. I wasn't even talking about him. I was talking about the white boy that came to Brooklyn, 1090 Jake, and this dude came out of nowhere and started attacking me because I went at a girl that brought a white boy to projects to basically use black men and black women as a cornerstone. So if they get indicted, this white dude is going to be the reason why they all got indicted, because they want to show him love. So 10 toes down and them had a problem with that. So it was on some, we going to expose him. I was on Unique Mecca Audio's channel with 10 toes down. I said hello to him. He said, he didn't say nothing to me. And then the next Wednesday, he talking about, if you don't take a video down, I'm going to expose you. I'm like, what? Like, you know, these dudes is weird, you know? So I don't care for 10 toes down. I would never be cool with somebody like I told him on Clubhouse. Dude, you use Black Rob for content, you and Cal Dawson, and y'all basically, y'all ruined, you know, I told him about your documentary, child, with the Black Rob documentary, how y'all ruined the documentary with Black Rob daughter don't even want to do an interview with this dude because they used her for content and clout. It's crazy. But these are the type of dudes that people watch. Dudes that use people for personal gain and personal views and whatever else they want to. You know, it's a lot of envy and a lot of jealousy and a lot of hate with these dudes. And I'm not even mad about it. It is what it is. You know. I like how you did that, child. That was nice.
Thank you. I'm learning. Yeah. It's just crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because even with the unstricken mentality, 10 Toes Down was there. This is when they was questioning you about the TranzAm as well as your stepfather's jury. Your mother came into the play and she was saying that no, that's not your stepfather's jury and things like that. So again, this is one of your family members coming to Clubhouse, one of your elders. First it was your grandmother vindicating you about pushing her. If you guys missed it, you could check it back on the replays. I played the video where it seems as though Bullets Gotti pushed his grandmother, and then he explained himself, as well as I played the audio of her coming into Clubhouse and cursing out the people on Clubhouse. In this particular situation, your mother came through this time and was defending you about that jury. One thing P from Unstricken Mentality was saying that was like an old school ring and different things like that. So just to be clear, where did you get the jury from if it's not your stepfather, or if it's your stepfather?
That's my jury. You know what I'm saying? That's my jury. That's jury I had when I was a kid, you know. So I always had jewelry, you know. I always had chains, bracelets, watches, and rings. You know, I've been like I had my ring as a video with me on my Instagram with the same pinky ring they talking about. These dudes lie so much, and I could show you the pinky ring right now. Hold on 1 second. I could show you my jewelry right now. Hold on. See, child, like when these dudes say I gotta steal jewelry, I don't gotta steal nobody jewelry. Okay, this is my ring. Okay, this is my ring right here. Okay, I don't gotta steal nobody jewelry. This is my pinky ring. Okay, this is my bracelet. I don't gotta steal nobody jewelry, man. I don't gotta wear no dead man jewelry. That was my grandfather that they keep talking about. I'm wearing his jewelry. That's cat. He has his own jewelry. Why would I have to steal his jewelry? We both got jewelry, you know? So all that what they talking about, that's what I'm saying. People just be saying any and everything.
All right.
And they
So
don't be having no
one
facts.
of the other things that they were saying about your stepfather was, you know, they were assuming that your family had something to do with his demise, meaning that he had health conditions or wasn't eating right or living right while being in that household. What do you have to say to that?
Not true. Not true, child. My grandfather passed away in the hospital. He fell and he hit his head. Okay. His legs, he went to the hospital for his legs. His legs was given out on him. He was in the hospital for that. He wasn't in the hospital for no illness. That's what I'm saying. People just be talking. I had to carry him and lift him up to get him in the house, and then had to help him when the ambulance had to put him had to help him when the ambulance came. You get what I'm saying, Sha? So when they talk about health conditions, it had nothing to do with no health conditions. His legs gave out. You know? And it's pain and it's hurtful that these people said this because I was the last one to see him alive. I didn't even get to see him in the hospital. But people online just say anything.
Okay. Now I want to wrap this segment up because we're going to get to the main thing everybody want to talk about. But before we get into that, is there any last words you want to say to Roski? Are y'all willing to make this up? Because I do believe that this is not the first time
I hope he go about his life, and I hope that he learn that you blew a good situation. You know what I'm saying? But this is what happens. When you around greatness, you become greatness. He was around greatness. He could have became greatness. His platform could have became great. But he wanted to hate. He wanted to be an antagonizer. He wanted to be an enemy and an opposition instead of being somebody as a confidant and somebody on the same page and on the same team. All everybody was doing was telling him, stay off the internet, fall back. They came at you. That's all dudes was telling. My cousin told him, Knowledge Born told him, I told him, And what he did, he threw me under the bus on his platform, threw my cousin under the bus, threw Knowledge Born under the bus for no reason at all. So I wish him well with his life, and it is what it is. I don't care about him. You know what I'm saying? I helped him. I helped him enough. I helped him with 2 channels. Now find your way, spread your wings.
Well, I hope you could get over this. Roski, is there anything you would like to say to Bullets? Is there a way that y'all could reconcile the situation before we move on?
Nah, you know what's crazy? I don't know. I don't know how people take this dude serious, man. You understand? Like this dude serious. Nigga get an SSI check talking about a dude I'm a supervisor for security and I'm a building engineer. You think I'm worried about fucking YouTube? Like I said, I did this. I came on YouTube to protect this bum. You understand? And book interviews for this clown nigga because he ran out of content. You understand? People got tired of him talking about outpost stories and all. They got tired of that. So they wanted to see some real legendary gangsters. And that's what I brought them, legendary gangsters and legendary celebrities to his platform. But this is funny, man. Like I said, I don't take YouTube serious. Like, I do this shit for fun. I'm gonna drop my content. But like I said, I would never I already addressed this clown. I already addressed his cousin. Like, I don't take none of them dudes serious or anybody that support him serious. You understand? Anybody that's following a 27-year-old SSI bum dude like this, man, y'all got a lot of growing up to do, man. Definitely you, Sosa. You're 37 years old and you got a fucking EBT card. I can't take you serious, boy. Like I said, I would never violate my probation for none of you clown niggas. You understand? Definitely for some fucking YouTube views. Never do that. But like I said, it is what it is. Salute. Yo, Shah, salute. I appreciate you bringing me up.
Yes. Definitely. Salute to you. And I'm glad that you pulled up. Now, we're gonna be at the end, but it's gonna be a minute. And I have to ask you, Corey King. What happened to the point where you felt like you had to expose him? Now, before we do that, I have the paperwork. So I'm going to go into a little break and show people this paperwork. I think I could. Can we talk? Let me see if I'm able to talk. Can you hear me?
Okay.
All right. So this is the paperwork that was sent to me about him, right? Now, it's very long. As you can see, it's over 70 pages. Is that the same paperwork that was given to you? Okay. Now, one of the things that they were saying about the Corey King situation was that it wasn't his real name, that it was like a typo, different things like that. And that this is part of the reason why you and Wack 100 got in, that he really feels some type of way about you. You know, of course, the things that you were talking about before, as far as like his brother and things like that, but also the Corey King situation. So what happened with Corey King to make you want to allow him as an informant?
Oh, well, this is what I'm gonna say about Corey King, and I'm gonna say this, right, Cha. I had no problem with him, right? He's another room that I went to with Trolls Nation. I was going to Trolls Nation, Dummy Boy Nation, in Eastern District. I went in his room. It's like I went to Hocus room, just like I went to the Matrix room. I went to his room, had great conversations. Conversations about positive things. But what happened was I got disrespected by people in his room. I was called the bitch. They gonna slap me in my mouth.
Room, to be clear, Wack 100's room.
Yeah, Wack 100's room. And I was disrespected in Corey King's, place and by his people. So because of that, I was like, okay, it is what it is. This was the same day. I was in a fucked up mood. My grandfather went to the hospital. It's the same day. I was in a pissed off mood. I said, you know what? Let me put this man shit out there. They told me to wait. The girl that got it for me told me to wait. And that's how I got his MCC number, his federal number in MCC, which is 44407-054, which was his federal number, and MCC and 4 Dicks in Otisville. He was in Otisville, MCC in Otisville. And I had a conversation with many dudes that was in the federal building with him. And they said he was in the building with them. And they didn't understand why he lied to Wack 100. You know, I stumbled across this. The girl that sent it to me, she sent it to me. I stumbled across it. I read it thoroughly. He tried to lie and said it wasn't him. If you read the paperwork, it tells you that he was incarcerated when he was doing these transactions, these drug sales. You know, so it wasn't like, oh, he was in the street. No, he wasn't. We had the paperwork. They couldn't even come back. Look, they said, wait till his birthday comes. This is what they told me, child. They said, we don't believe it. We're going to wait. They said, we don't believe it now. It's up in the air. So I came back. May 13th. He's born May 13th, 1970. I came back. And on May 13th, we produced the paperwork. It turned 52 at 12 o'clock a.m. He tried to, he didn't have nothing to say. He got quiet, got low, got off of the online, and we didn't hear nothing from him. But it ain't my fault. It's his fault. You know what I'm saying? Because he came on a platform portraying a certain image. I tell these people all the time, stop portraying these image to these people and to the youth if that's not what you are. And now he's talking about positive things. He used my name the other day. I don't know why, but it is what it is. But he talked about positive things. So with him, he could have just said, you know what? I wasn't a feds. I am a confidential informant. See, one thing I respect about Poe, like people say this about Al Poe, right? But it's the thing that I respect about Poe, child. That man admitted. He said, yeah, you call me a rat, you call me whatever, but I'm a man at the end of the day. If you can't be man enough to admit what you did, then how can the youth listen to you? It wasn't about exposing a rat. It's showing that we can't listen to you, bruh. Because you can't stand on the principles of you being an informant, that you got exposed. And it was his birthday. So he tried to lie and said it wasn't him. It was him. It was on his birthday. It came back. And I could pull it up, the BOP. Because everybody like to say the BOP don't be real. The BOP is real.
Can you pull it up? Or
yeah, I can pull it up right now. I could go on BOP right now and pull it up. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, got you right now.
So that's what everyone is saying. It's not an image. And to everybody who wants to know where I got this from somebody on Clubhouse, and they got it from Wack. I can show you the email. It has Wack's number on it. I'm not going to expose that because and this is somebody who is against Bullets Gotti. Actually, it's not somebody in favor of Bullets Gotti. They heard that I was doing an interview with him, and everybody got in an uproar about Corey King. And this is supposed to be showing me how this is supposed to be fake. Now I'm just skimming through the pages. Hopefully you guys can see it.
Hey, share my screenshot. Share my screenshot.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah,
hold on.
This is the federal website right here. BOP, right? This is what they call BOP federal inmates. This right here shows you every federal inmate. 6ix9ine, Casanova, Caswell Sr., Corey King, everybody's on this website. This is Corey King, 52 years old. He is 52 years old. He's born May 13th, 1970. He is 52 years old. He'll be 53 next year. Okay? 52 years old. His release date, unknown. Not in BOP custody. When you see that unknown right there, that means he's in the program. He's in the program. He's in the witness protection program. I'm not putting that out there. I'm not slandering this man. This is what the BOP website says.
Okay, so somebody asked, what year was Corey King in Otisville, Gotti?
1999 and 2001. He was there in 1999 and 2001. He was incarcerated. He was in Otisville with Kev Frost, Mac 11, Sex Money Murder. He was in there with Maserati Fox. Who else was in the building? Murder Unit. a couple other people he was in there with in Otisville and MCC.
Okay,
Notable.
so after the situation, you got into a altercation around
Yeah.
where you live. Was
It was-
this because of Corey King?
Yeah, it was because of Corey King. The guy told me it was because of Corey King. And the guy apologized. Me and him had a good conversation. He apologized. He said it was because of Corey King. They didn't like that I exposed them. He didn't like that I exposed them. But hey, it is what it is. We can't lie to the youth and make them believe that these people is the ones to listen to. We can't. The youth can't look up the people that can't live their truth. Child.
Now some people, I even saw videos, and that's my error because I was supposed to have that queued up. But him saying he not paying no mind to you, you're not even in the streets, different things like that. And then like I said, I was talking to a few people. I didn't even know people were this hung up about this situation, but stating that Corey King is actually somebody who is well respected in the streets. And that this was a dangerous game that you was playing because now everybody's looking at him like he's the wrong dude. So how do you feel about that? Do you feel like your life is in danger moving forward, especially since you already been attacked because of this?
Yeah, people, it is what it is. I do feel that way, but I had to start moving more vigilant, and I had to start moving how I was moving when I first started. When I first started on here, I was moving a certain way. I got too confident, and I would say got too got too cocky. And that's what got me caught out there. But now I'm moving a little more smarter, and and I'm on point now. But at the end of the day, the truth is the truth. They're looking at him. Look. I broke a lot of people's hearts. And when you're a person that has money, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of people, you giving people jobs, he's giving people jobs. So they it's going to anger them that a guy that they look up to is an informant. But hey, we got to realize, child, we had these conversations before. A lot of these street guys, they work for the government. Whether we like it or not, child, we look up to them. We believe that they are the Robin Hoods of the community, and they are this and they are that, and they anti-establishment, but they work for the government. Whether it's gangs, drug dealers, they work for the government. You cannot tell me if we look at everybody that's incarcerated right now, the political prisoners, even the guys that's not coming home, the guys that they deem as the pieces of shit of society. They got life sentences that they're going to stay in the federal system. They're going to die in there. Those are the ones that didn't want to conform with the government. The ones that did, you see them home. You see them in the community. Why? Because the government broke them down and they made a deal to get other young men and women in there. That's why now you look, they locking up all these young people in the Bronx, Harlem, Brooklyn, Queens, because these older people is leading these young people to the path that they was led to. Let's just be honest, child. The history repeats itself. So you can't shoot the messenger and get mad with me for exposing that you don't want to live your truth. Live your truth, brother. Live your truth. That's what they was doing. Like when I grew up, that's what Feds Magazine, Don Diva was about. Exposing the rats. What am I doing that's so different than what Don Diva, Feds Magazine, Felons Magazine, all the street magazines I was reading when I was young is doing that I did wrong. Let's keep it real. So I can't be mad. They all look, child. They all was celebrating, right? They all was celebrating when Alpo was murdered, right? But none of these men saw Alpo in the streets. Alpo was riding around Harlem. He was going everywhere with his nuts, walking around with his nuts hanging, not caring about what you dudes had to say. And as soon as they murdered him, oh yeah, we back. They was in Clubhouse saying, we back. New York is back. Yeah. How can you get mad with Alpo? At least he lived his truth. And he had He was a fearless man. You cowards is not fearless. Y'all don't even live y'all truth. Y'all cowards. I respect somebody that live their truth. There's somebody that don't live their truth. That's why when people say, why you so cool with Glaze? I like Glaze. Glaze lives his truth. He tells you what he did. Poe live his truth. I respect men like that live their truth. I don't respect a person that say they informant, but then 1 minute they want to act like, oh, I ain't no informant, but you want to call everybody else a snitch. Man, that's the pot kettle. That's the pot calling the kettle black. You can't do that. You can't do that. And that's why people don't like me, child, because I expose all this bullshit. And it is what it is.
Yeah. So do you fear for your life now? Because I'm not gonna hold you, Gotti. When I be looking at you in your videos, you stay seeming like you looking over your shoulder. Do you feel like people are following you or people watching you, different things like that? Like, because you do have a little look in your eye like you are concerned. And this is just me viewing your content, like when you outside, and it seems like, and I could be wrong, and it seems like you making a point to tell people that you outside, like you brave like that. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that you warrant, but it seems like is both trying to prove that you are outside, but then you got that look in your eye like you worry because you outside. So what is that? What are those emotions? Why are you antagonizing those people? And are you scared to get got one day?
No, I'm gonna keep it real, child. When I first came on YouTube, right? This is what somebody told me a long time ago. They said, yo, you are so brave to show your face on YouTube, the way you talk about certain topics. So when I talked about street topics, rappers, street dudes, they like, damn, you showing your face? You're not even hiding your face. And I say to myself, you only live once. You're not supposed to have any fear. I think people don't like me because I'm a fearless person. I say the things that they had not strong enough or cowardly. They are so cowardly that they don't even want to say it. See, I don't believe in fear. Fear can consume you. A lot of times people is so fear that they so fearful that they don't have a fearless bone in their body. I can't be a fearless individual. I can't. When I go outside every day, I don't bother nobody. I say hello to my neighbors. You know what I'm saying? I go to the store. You know what I'm saying? I go places. I went out to eat tonight. Like when we was talking back and forth, I was out to eat. I went to T-Mobile, got me a new phone. Like I don't worry about people, but if I'm on camera, I gotta be on point because you don't know, somebody might punch me in the back of my head. You get what I'm saying, child? So I gotta be on point, But if I'm not holding the camera, somebody else holding the camera, like, nah, I'm not worried about that, Because I've been going outside. Listen, child, since I was young, I've been going outside, and I had beef when I was young. I ain't never ran from nobody. I remember one time when I was a kid, I went to the park, and I had an issue with somebody, and the dude came to the park. They was like, damn, you come back out here to play ball with us and you got beef? I'm like, you only live once. What are you supposed to be afraid of? I might get my ass whooped the day of tomorrow, but shit, I'm gonna come right back here again. It is what it is. People they gonna hate because they can't do what I do. They can't say what I say. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when I went to Roski house, right? I'm gonna be honest. Like, it wasn't a point to prove that I want to hurt him. I used to walk. Listen, let me tell you something, child. My mother's uncle lived 5 blocks away from where Roski at. My little cousins is over there. They gang banging, they with the shits. You get what I'm saying? I could have called them to smack them up, but I'm not doing that. I walk them streets. I know how to carry myself. I go in any neighborhood. The Harlem. I was in the East Side. One of my videos, you can look at it when I did Streets is a Myth. I was on the East Side walking through the East Side. Child. I used to walk Harlem all the time. East Side, West Side. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't have a fear. A lot of people where I come from in Brooklyn, they don't even leave their borough. They stay in their borough. But I'm a person, I like to travel. I like to go everywhere. for what people say. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they don't like me, because I do whatever I do.
Yes. So my thing is, one thing that you did bring up was you being a young kid, not afraid to go outside. But everybody says that you were a good kid, that this ain't really you. And, you know, you're trying to prove yourself to be something that you're not. And some people even says they hope you get back into that lane, because like we spoke up earlier, like you're very knowledgeable. You know, we could talk about anything, whether it be philosophy, right knowledge, debating hip-hop culture. You know, I have those talks with you in real time, and hopefully we get to do more. But the world wants you to stay out of the gangsterism because they feel like that's not you. What do you say to those people?
Well, let me just say this, right? I never said I was a gangster, right? But I'll say I'm a survivalist. The word gangster, it shouldn't define anybody, because the gangster culture is not black culture. It's not the culture of original indigenous people. That's a culture that was basically put on us by hip hop culture, movie culture, and we adapted something that was never our culture. See, when people talk about gangsters, I look at what the politicians is. Those is gangsters. You know what I mean? The Bushes, the Rockefellers, Nixon, you know, the Reagan. Those is gangsters. Not somebody that, oh yeah, because I got a red flag or a blue flag in my pocket and I did 3-4 bids. You got dudes that have never done a bid. The biggest gangster in history, Carlo Gambino, never went to jail. Never went to jail. But he was the biggest boss of the Gambino crime family. Ordered a bunch of murders on people. Controlled everything in the city of New York when it comes to rackets. That to me, those is gangsters. These dudes that say they gangsters, they're not gangsters. They just people that just is what you call thugs. Thug is one thing. A thug is not a gangster. A gangster is a gentleman. A gangster is a businessman. So people use them terminology and them terms. They just use it because of the rap music. We get caught up with rap music and what movies put out there. That's why I say I never was a gangster, because I'm not a mob boss. I'm just a survivalist.
Yeah. So we know that the paperwork, well, you saying that the paperwork is real. A lot of people still, even in the chat, saying that the paperwork is not real. Is there any way that other people can find it out for themselves? Is it
they can type in, listen, all they got to do is type in his federal number, which is 44407-054 on Google. And you'll see everything that you just showed is going to come out. See, people got to understand, it's not nobody slandering him. It's the facts. You know what I'm saying, Chop? That's why
you saying the reason why you came out with this information because he came at you first on Wack's platform.
Yeah, he came at me on Wack's platform to quite a few platforms. And it got to the point that, okay, y'all gonna keep lying. And I gave him a pass, Chop, because his moderator called me a pedophile. They was running around with that pedophile thing. I gave him a pass. I said, you know what? I'm gonna leave the man alone. The man targeted me for no reason, child. All I did was reposted a video with somebody sitting in his car showing a package of crack. That's not my fault. It was 5 other channels that reposted the video. He targeted me. It said I was trying to put him in jail. When it was another content creator that was cool with him, had the whole footage of this going on in the car. But they target me because I had a big buzz, I had a fan base, and I got a support system, and they wanted my followers. So that's why they had a problem with me. The dude that he was cool with, Ice Corleone, he had the video up for months and never took it down. I had it up for just that week. And they was threatening me to take it down. So it's always been a person that hate for me for no reason. I've never acknowledged him. I never went at him. I try to give him a benefit of the doubt, but you know, people just want to come. They want to push. They want to push. They want to poke. So every time when people poke, you know, I gotta poke them right back, child. And I had to poke them right back.
Yes. Now we sat here and we talked about damn near everybody, and I'm pretty sure I left a few people out because it's a lot. You know, it's a lot. Is there any one of those relationships outside of Big Chuck? Because we already established how you really feel about Big Chuck, and you really have love for him. But outside of that, whether it's P for posting his kids or any other person that you was posting their kids, to CK, to Wack 100, is there any one of those relationships that you were originally cool with? Do you regret? And if so, would you ever apologize and try to make it right with any one of them?
Oh, I try to make it right. I try to make it right with Reek. I wanted to make it right with Reek because I had a good relationship with Reek, but I see what Reek stands. He still, you know, banging with Wack, so it is what it is. As far as the other guys, you know, I can't make it right with them because at the like Chuck, I don't have no problem with Chuck. I could.
Yeah, that's cool. Why I said outside of Chuck, you know, you were
outside of Chuck,
he's
one. But everybody else, like them other guys, like I can't. You know, they done attacked me. They done did it all. You know, try to like, and then try to sabotage. Like I didn't like the sabotaging of me. Like even on Clubhouse, like what Wack did, that wasn't cool. Like I didn't sabotage his platform. I didn't tell my followers, yo, let's get in a room and let's block every 100 ENT people. Like they literally had the whole app block me. You know what I'm saying? To the point that they messed up my hallways and messed up my room where, you know, when people come in my room, they coming in there late. You can't even ping the people in there because they can't find a room in the hallway. So he done messed up my whole platform for me. That's messed up, child. I don't care what nobody say.
But I don't think so. You know why? Because I think you need to follow different types of groups. I think you need to get out of your comfort zone because even with them blocking you, all they do is support each other. It's like this tight knit, and they may talk to like a Freddie Roosevelt or whatever the case may be, but it's so much more out there. There's a few people who got blocked by Wack 100 in them, and they was like their whole way got freed up from the toxicity, and now they are watching more conspiracy theory rooms pop up. All these other great rooms, you know, that have dope discussions are in there are a part of their hallway now because of it. It kind of cleared up the clutter of toxicness. So my suggestion to you is go find those other rooms and talk to them, even if they're small. I think you'll make a huge impact because, like I said, you have an incredible mind outside of the bullshit, outside of the Corey King, and you doing shit with not with little kids, but the pictures with exposing people, doxing people and their kids and shit like that. You actually are a dope conversationalist, like, and I can't wait till we do our hip hop debate. And I want people
that's tomorrow. Hey, Chop. I want to do that tomorrow with you, Chop. I want to do that tomorrow night with you, Chop. I'm gonna send you the link, and we're gonna set it because I was supposed to do it with you last week, and I got so caught up on a lot of things. So we're gonna finally do it, and I'm glad we could do it because I really want to debate with you on that hip hop thing.
Yeah,
and you
especially now with all this new content of the icons coming out, we got more stuff to work with.
Yeah, definitely. But you know something, child, I just want to say, like, this is a great interview because we had a great conversation, and it wasn't like how other interviews are where you just want to jump on me. This was a real control interview. That's why I like doing things with you because you know how to control it better than a lot of other people, child. You know that's why. I want you to be my co-host. I'm not playing. You gotta be my co-host, child.
We're gonna do it, but that's why I would, because I'm on some real shit, and I don't care who feels some type of way on here, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people on here that be on Clubhouse. I saw Unstricken Mentality up here. I saw a few others, right? That should be annoying. the way they have the way a lot of people, not just them, but a lot of people carry their rooms in there, especially when you interviewing somebody. Like I felt like they dropped the ball when your mother came through.
Yeah.
They could have got a lot more information had they carried themselves well and not disrespect her. Even if they would have felt some type of negative way, you have to, as a professional, if you saying you a journalist and if you saying you doing interviews, there's a certain level of professionalism that has to be there. And I felt like a lot of times, because they're attacking you, now you're attacking them, and it's back and forth, but nobody's getting to it.
Yeah. Hey, child, you know what it is? I think a lot of times these guys, they just don't know how to do, like, they don't know how to do journalism. Like, everybody wants to have a platform, but they don't know how to really do it. Like, and I'm going to be honest, like, child, if you see my Lord Jamal interview, right? All of the questions I said to Lord Jamal was straight off the top of the head. Like, and I didn't give him the same questions that everybody wanted to hear, like the Eminem questions. I gave him new questions, like, which ended up, if you see, child, like one of my questions that I talked about Hot 97, it ended up on Hot 97, child.
Yeah.
You
Like
know?
I could, like if we was on a different type of stage setup, like we could have a stage where, see how I let you and Roski go at it with each other. I'm not picking sides. I'ma still fuck with Roski, just like you and me and Wack don't have a situation, you know. But that's cool. I'm cool with that. But I'm still cool with Chuck. And if he would have came up here, I would have. If y'all had to go at it, I would have let y'all in a civil way, but still trying to get an understanding and ask y'all adequate questions in between. Like you can't sit here and say you do this for a living, or even as a YouTuber, even if you want motherfuckers to go, it's a way to do that shit. It's a way to moderate it where you get the meat and potatoes out of the situation. And I felt like when your mother came to Clubhouse, they dropped the ball on it. They should have handled that differently, and they probably would have got more information out of your moms, and that would have made great content. They was just jacking the fact that she was there, but it was more to it than just her being there. And that's what they was just banking on. And I think they fumbled that. But yeah, that's all I have to ask you. You know, that was I think I had a great interview, and I'm glad you enjoyed yourself.
We did. I liked it.
Salute to Roski too. And shit, y'all motherfucking ass better get me Remy too. If you out here getting niggas Remy and shit, I need to sit down with Remy. But shout out to everybody that was tuning in, and this is your opportunity to say any final words.
I want to say this, right? This is a real gem, right? I always believe, like, when you work hard and you dedicate it, you know, you're gonna lose a lot of people, you know, on your start to the top. And I'm gonna be honest, right? I'm not even mad, because that's a good trait of mine, that I help people, and I love helping people. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like, I'm not mad at Roski. I just didn't understand why he dissed me and came for me when I was the one that was defending him when people was coming at him. But he chose his side. He got to live with it, you know. But I always supportive of the people that support me. I love the people that support me, you know, because the ones that support me is going to keep me where I need to be, you know, on my toes and just thinking forward. You know, right now I'm putting out content. I'm just working on content every day, recording, doing new videos to give people what they want to hear, what they want to see, instead of me giving them the nonsense. Oh, yeah, fuck you, nigga. Bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, that gives me a headache after a while.
Yeah. It's like, and it is tiring. You know, it's at the point that you got to put out content. Look, I did so people were so mad at me, and I really believe why they diss me is because I got to 8,000 subscribers very fast off of my camera on video. That camera on video did great numbers for me. That bloodshed camera on video, you know, and I got to shout out my boy for that sent me that, because that helped my channel. You know what I'm saying? And that was an alley-oop, and I got that, and I thought that was music. I didn't know that was an actual video. I checked my email, I'm watching it. I'm like, whoa, this is good content. Put it on my channel. Boom, we got 189,000 views. you know, and it's still growing day by day. So, you know, it's who you a lot of people can bring gems and bring blessings your way, but a lot of people don't want to see you grow because now you're not talking about them, you're talking about other things. So it is what it is, Sha.
Yeah. And salute to you, Gotti, and salute to Roski
I'll
as
salute to
well.
you.
Yes, and I want to thank everybody for being in the chat. But we're gonna let you go, and I'm gonna give my
All right, Sha.
commentary.
I love you, Sha.
I love you too, Gotti. Stay on their necks. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I want to thank everybody who tuned in. Y'all were the real MVPs, and shout out to the super chat. We finally got to know who Mike was, and if that person was a real TranzAm person, if they were really or really not in there. Now, I know some people are frustrated with me. I can't please them all. But what I'm not going to do is badger a guest, any guest, whether I believe them or not. The only thing that I'm supposed to do is ask them the question and ask them a follow-up question and put my little 2 cents in there, but not be in attack mode. I think I was very clear where right now me and Wack 100 is not seeing eye to eye, mainly because of Bullets Gotti, my association with Bullets Gotti, and I'm cool with that. But I'm not gonna stop fucking with anybody because somebody don't like them. And if you feel some type of way about me, I'm cool with that. I'ma still be Cha-Cha, and I'ma still have live at radio, and I'ma still be me. I be on mute on Clubhouse during those situations. And the only time I will unmic uh, in that type of situation is if I have a question that something may not seem okay. But it doesn't mean I'm taking sides. I'm minding my business. I still fuck with Chuck. Shout out to Death for the Clout Chasers. He was supposed to pull up today and he did it. And I'm cool with that. I'ma still when I get off of here, I'm gonna go to Clubhouse and I'm gonna go to Death for the Clout Chasers and participate. And I'm gonna constantly do that. As a journalist, I mean, everybody want to be a content creator, but not giving quality work is like a shit show. And I feel like you could get more bees with honey. You're not gonna get them being salty. You're not gonna get them with any other thing other than what attracts them. And people don't want to be treated like shit nowhere, whether in real life or on a platform, even if it's just virtually. So I've been doing live at radio for 5 years now. Clubhouse hasn't even been out that long. I only been on Clubhouse for almost a year. My platform is not on Clubhouse, as you can see. I'm a visual person. I like looking at people's expressions. I like seeing whether or not they're lying, different things like that. And what I could say is, for the most part, I do believe Bullets Gotti and what he says. And I do believe that Roski is hurt. I believe both of them are hurt. Something didn't go on in their relationship. And on some real shit, I want to see them get back together. I kind of thought it was a play. I'm not going to even hold you. Like, I sat back and I thought it was a play watching that shit unfold on Clubhouse, because even though Roski was going on stage and trying to expose Gotti, but as he's supposed to be exposing Gotti, he's exposing everybody who was asking him questions. And I think a lot of that has to do with the attack. Them dudes probably would have never got out. He probably would have known certain people were women beaters, this, that, and the third, had they not tried to attack their guests. Who does that? That's not real journalism. That's not true content. There are formats that could do that, but there has to be a level-headed moderation. People wear that green badge and don't know what it is. They don't know how to navigate communication between people, how to orchestrate certain things when it comes to audio. They just feel like I have a club and I got this big green badge and I'm somebody. If you go into people's rooms and just record a room, that's not creating content. Nor does that mean that you're producing anything. You're just hitting a button. You're not doing anything to bring those people together or carry any kind of narratives. It's hijacking. I do this for real. So, with that being said, I do appreciate Clubhouse. I do appreciate all the relationships that I'm establishing over there. Shout out to Death for the Clout Chasers. Shout out to Hocus 4/5 because I'm on there because of Hocus 4/5. Shout out to This Is What New York Sounds Like. Ion Fix My Life. Goo Gang. Unstricken Mentality. Clout Monsters. Trenches. Everybody. Ion Fix My Life. I don't know. It's so many. Shout out to all of you guys because I see that y'all trying your best to put it out there. Y'all be doing the damn thing. Sleepless LA is gonna come to me. You know, shout out to all of y'all. But I feel like if you really want to take it to the next level, we got to be more responsible with how we put out the content. Okay? And with that being said, peace, love, and edges, because somebody said I ain't had no motherfucking edges, and I don't know where they get that shit from. I just think they be talking to try to come at me, but you can't pack me up on a lie. Like, that's real baby hair right there. Notice how my baby hair ain't to my motherfucking eyebrows. Bitches be wearing helmets. They need to thread that shit out, pluck that shit out. Like, I don't know what they be talking about, but that was cute. But this is what my edges really look like, though. You know, a little spit shine, and that's it. You hoes need perms and shit. But see, this is the toxicness of Clubhouse. And I hope I don't end up spilling that shit over to my real platform on YouTube and all major streaming platforms that I have out there. And this will be the next one to be uploaded. But yeah, thank everybody for tuning in. I really love and appreciate all of you guys. Thanks for the super chats, and I'll see you next time. Bye.